Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday night.
InSaNiTy.
Nipple.
Nipples.
Pity sprinkles.
Nipples and scrotums, oh my. Hey, Stoudman, perfectly timed resubscriptionariness. Thank you. And hello, what? No, I'm professional. I'm doing the show as if you're not here. But now I know you're here, and you interrupted the flow. So show's over. Goodbye, everybody.
That's professional. I'm professional. I'm pretending you don't exist.
That's right. That's how it works.
That's the best thing I've ever heard, by the way. Amazing. Oh, my fucking Twitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
Twitch.
There we go. It's working finally.
So how's it going, everybody?
Actually-
He wasn't giving me the sources, and I know for a fact you had all the sources.
Oh, I actually didn't have to, I didn't have to restart the stream 8,000 times to get all the different resolutions, too, so.
I hit the gear symbol, and nothing popped up. So I was like, oh, thanks, Twitch.
There is no resolutions available.
There was no options.
None.
Nothing happened. There was no notification of how many viewers
the
there were.
hell?
The host button was gone. I just had to reload it. It was a weird glitch, but I was like, damn it.
Works for me.
Hey, I think I did a host properly, right? Did it tell you I hosted?
I don't know. Did you? I didn't. I'm not on
Sure.
that. I'm not on that screen. So.
Sent the host. Oh, I think yeah. Or do I have to do it on my channel? Do I have to do it on my channel? I have to do it on my channel. That's why. Hi, I'm smart.
And for the first time in a long time, actually, I'm able to do this without any lag, at least right now, and watch Twitch at the same time, watching the stream.
I was trying to make Sean host his own stream, which doesn't work, by the way.
Oh yes, no. You can't. You're already hosting you. What are you doing?
It kept telling me it was an error. You're already live. I was like, what?
What?
I was like, oh, it's because
What?
I'm on your channel with as a mod. That
Right.
makes sense. Hi.
Gotcha. Okay.
There we go. See,
There
like,
we go.
notification came up and everything. Hey, thanks for the bit or the sound bite drum mic. I almost saw those bits and I got excited. Never mind.
So,
Hey, I'm not an idiot. Screw you,
how's
JL.
it going?
Just trying to tech support Cass a little bit. He was here earlier and is having some troubles. They just did an update to Cast. You may notice the layout is slightly different this week. I can't slide cameras around anymore, but that's okay. That's fine. It's fine how it is. It's mostly the same as it usually is. And, yeah, so it actually looks a little bit better. You get slightly better resolution on the gang here, so... yeah,
wow.
it's all pretty.
Yeah, it works better when it's
your sound
actually
alerts isn't working. Sean.
Yes.
Your sound alerts need to reboot, buddy.
Oh, is it doing that fucking thing again? Jesus Christ.
Always. Every fucking time, I swear.
Every time I change sources, it happens. Yep.
Yeah,
No, it's not that frequent for me, but it's like...
Today it was doing that every time I switch sources.
I noticed it the other day when you were trying to do the stream, and I'm like, shit, this means he's going to lose the fucking first half of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, you talking about the concert stream, the Fortnite concert?
Yeah.
That was the least
And that's
of my
why
problems.
I immediately mentioned it, because I was like, oh.
That was the least of my problems. The main problem with that, which you can see, by the way, I posted the concert on YouTube. It was a fun concert once everything started working, but
you had to leave the fucking...
Yeah, the main problem was it's on the new Party Island, which is where they I guess the idea is to host video concerts like that and have a place where people can just go and mess around and there's no shooting, no...
That's really cool.
Anything. Yeah, it's just like a hangout. Kind of like PlayStation Home. It's like PlayStation Home. But it's
like going to a theater.
The Fortnite version. And yeah, it's like going to a theater. You go and there's this huge stadium. They got like laser lights and multiple screens and everything. It's really cool. So anyway.
Please do a movie in Fortnite. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool, yeah. So anyway, so they were having this big concert event. It was like an hour-long concert with 3 of the world's top DJ musicians, including Deadmau5, actually. It was the only one I knew. But anyway, it was really cool. So I thought, yeah, I'll check that out and stuff. So anyway, go to the concert, getting all set up. And it starts, and what's supposed to happen is, the way it's configured is when you go into the concert area, it cuts out all the other game sounds, so all you hear is the concert sound. Normally, they just have music running there, so you go in and it just cuts out all the other sounds, so you just hear the music. So you can dance to the music, and normally with the Fortnite dances, there's music that plays with the dance. But in this case, you just do the dance with no music, and you just hear the music of the stadium. So I go into the concert, and all I can hear is the music from all the people dancing around me, and I can't hear the damn concert.
That's amazing.
And I'm like, what the shit? I can't, like... And it's just like, can everybody please stop dancing at this music concert? Like, I'm trying to hear the music. I just want to sit in my chair and listen to the music.
Emote.
Yeah.
Like, sitting down like a grumpy old person. Like, you young people are ruining my experience.
It's just like a real theater. Just like a real theater. Everyone's on their fucking phone and making noises and shit,
much,
dancing in the aisles.
So I'm finally about 7 minutes in. I left the area. And it's like maybe I can go to another area. Maybe it's playing on one of the other screens elsewhere on the island. It wasn't, but by total fluke, I discovered a fix for it. There's these portals you can jump into that send you flying like 50 miles into the air, and then you sail back down to the ground and land wherever you want. So I did that, and I sailed back into the concert area, and suddenly it was working.
Woo!
So I was able to enjoy the rest of it. So the first guy wasn't the best guy anyway. The last 2 were way better. Steve.
That was rude.
Steve, what's his face? And I was really just there for Deadmau5 anyway. So Deadmau5 was awesome.
Everybody was.
Pretty much.
Wait, who was it?
Deadmau5 is awesome.
Even the first song he played, one of the lyrics was, "This is what you came for." Like, oh, you...
I'm pretty sure, actually, the funny thing about it, I think the first artist actually sampled Deadmau5, and so I was like, wait a minute.
Really?
But he's going to play. He's going to play.
There's nothing wrong with that. You probably
know where you are?
Oh, like, did you just shit on Steve Aoki? Really?
No, I shot. I shot on Dylan.
Steve Aoki was
whatever,
the second
other guy.
Oh,
no,
right.
Steve Aoki was awesome. Steve Aoki was awesome.
I like Steve Aoki. He comes off like a really cool dude. So.
He's very chill.
Yeah, exactly.
Great music, really good DJ. Yeah, he had a longer set, I think. He had the longest of the 3 sets.
See, I don't listen to any of electronic music. I listen to different kinds of electronic music.
The only reason he's shitting on the first guy is because he couldn't actually hear the first guy.
Pretty much, yeah. What I heard was okay, but, the other 2 made more of an impression, so. Anyway, so once everything got working, it was fun.
I'm really picky with electronic music. It's just one of those things.
Luke, Razorwire Ryan was with me as well, and he was also getting grumpy because they have these items in Fortnite now called crash pads, where basically they're like portable trampolines. So you just, if you're falling out of a tree or something, you can quickly throw one on the ground below you, and it'll break your fall, and you just bounce to safety. But they have crash pads on the party island. So nothing was disabled on the party island. Everything that's normally there was still there. So they have like ATVs you can roar around in, and they have crash pads, and they have paint guns and things like that. So of course we're just like sitting there trying to watch the concert, and then suddenly some jackass would come behind us and throw a crash pad underneath us, and we go flying into the air.
Yes, he's trying to get you to bounce and be active during the fucking dance party.
And at one point, Luke just laments, it's like, can I sit fucking anywhere without some jackass throwing a crash pad under me? At one point, he literally, like, found a way to get up into the air and then sailed all the way over, so he was sitting on top of the screen, where it was like really hard to get a crash pad up there, just so he could be left alone.
Did someone still put a crash pad under him?
So I think someone still managed to put a crash pad under him.
Amazing. I love you, internet.
So
never
yeah,
fail.
It was.
Are you kidding me?
It was a lot of fun. Anyway. So I gather this is a thing that they're going to be doing on a fairly regular basis. They've actually had a couple of others already, and they've only had the party island for a couple of weeks. So I gather this is something that they're going to be doing more often. It's sort of like mini events, you know, outside of the big events, you know.
I like the music ones the most.
Yeah. Like they had the Travis Scott one a couple weeks ago, which was just spectacular. Like even if you don't like the music, it was astronomical. It was astronomical, yeah.
Oh God.
But but that was like a whole interactive thing that like takes you to other dimensions and shit. Like it was just crazy. But so this allows them to do like sort of smaller scale events and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Anyway, if you want to see that,
So did you?
I posted it on YouTube, and as expected, I counted 34 copyright flags immediately. But they said right away, it's like, yes, you will get flagged, but there's not going to be takedowns or strikes or anything like that. You just can't monetize it. And it's like, okay, that's fine.
So did you put up the whole unedited thing?
Yes. And I put up, I did a time index list as well.
Oh, okay.
And I said, here's where the technical problems ended. Here's where this set begins. This set begins. So if people just want to skip to Deadmau5, they can. If people want to skip to Steve Aoki, they can. Just click the thing and off you go. If they want to see me getting mad, having technical problems, you can watch that too. It's all there.
It is quite amusing, yes.
It's all there. So that's, yeah. So anyway, good times.
Well, good night, everybody.
Yep.
Trying so hard not to yawn right now.
I'm just coughing so much. I'm sorry, guys. Ooh.
Go.
So how was everybody's week?
I don't know. It's all right.
Oh my! I had a terrible week.
I didn't
So
do.
now-
Actually,
Same
I
as it ever
terrible.
was?
actually, I had a terrible week until Wednesday, in which I had the first day, maybe in ever, that I didn't have dysphoria, because
Wow.
I just got the whim to put my dress on. I stood in the mirror and was like, "Holy fucking shit!
Yeah.
It fits."
Yeah.
I was really happy
You're-
for you when I found out that you were like,
You're making the
you
outside
felt like
match the
you
inside.
finally.
You know,
Like,
It was the best day I've had in a long ass
well,
time.
that's good.
And I have had, in the last 2 weeks, one of the worst days of my entire life. So, like, I needed it. And then, a day later, my bra came in. So I'm like, it's like wearing a tiny shirt. No, I'm wearing it, but it's like a tiny shirt. It's like I
wearing
keep
a
going like,
tiny
it's so weird.
Well, that's not
Girls,
inaccurate.
Does it ever stop feeling like a tiny shirt, or is it always gonna feel like a tiny shirt?
I don't know.
I can't answer that.
I'm asking the girls in the chat. I said girls. Are you girls? No, you're ginger. And say gingers in the chat.
That's like
Well, you know, they both start with G.I.
G.I. Ginger. A real Real bastard of a hero.
Sorry.
A real soulless hero.
So, yeah.
There you go.
I was gonna say the
I've
soulless
been
hero.
having really bad days full of depression, but then I've had a few days of pretty good, pretty good days.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm
So.
glad that it's gone.
It's been a roller
bad.
coaster.
The roller, I was just gonna say the roller coaster. Yeah, it's the roller coaster that all of us with anxiety and depression ride every day.
More like being strapped in. Ready for combat.
I don't have big enough boobs, so it kind of shifts like a shirt. So I need bigger boobs for it to be anchored in place.
I don't know why, but I'm thinking of.
Here, there.
You remember the show Kids Next Door?
Ow.
I thought bras were called Battle Ready Armor.
You injured me twice today.
Sorry.
First, you hit me in the eye with a fruit to-go bar.
Oh yeah, she said, "Get me a fruit to go bar. Just throw it at me." I'm like, "Okay." So I threw it at her, and it went flap right into the side of her head.
Amazing. You told me to throw it.
And then just
Thanks for
then
the chat,
smacked
guys.
my forehead into my jaw.
Sorry.
And hello, jail.
Hello, jail. Hello, jail.
Hello.
Hello.
In 007 specifically.
Yes.
I was just getting off my ass to go grab more
90.
food.
Okay. You can have some more food? Oh, enjoy.
Not more
I like
fast,
I like
just food in
turtles.
general.
All right, well, enjoy.
I also like turtles.
Anyway,
Everyone disease. Everybody's excited that I exist.
of course. You're awesome.
I'm always excited that you exist, Rosie.
Yeah.
Stout and Skinslip say they're always excited that you exist.
Always. Garbage can care less, apparently.
Huh?
That hurt my nose.
Garbage can care less, apparently.
I wasn't even paying
All right.
attention.
I know, that's why that's
So, yeah, so my week was, fairly, uneventful. A few attempts to be productive that failed dismally.
Whee!
Had a...
All the highlight streams, did you make any highlights?
No.
Oh, well. That's fine. Hey, it happens.
I did,
Stream delete.
the nice thing is, the highlight stream itself, even though it just was 7 hours of procrastination and hanging out with everybody, which was fine, nobody had any complaints, means that I don't have to do highlights of it. I just put that straight into the archives as it is, because I don't have to edit it, so I'm not any more behind than I was.
I did 7 hours of I can't decide what to play. Did not play anything. That's what I did today.
Excellent. There you go. Yeah. And then, so I had there was a couple days who did had a decent marathon on Monday. We had some fun there. It was the last day for lightsabers in Fortnite before they took them away again.
Yay!
So,
hooray!
So we basically just played that all
game.
We basically
Your
just
game.
played that all day to enjoy the lightsabers one last time, because it's probably going to be a while before we see them again.
One more time.
But, yeah. So anyway, and then after that, I didn't feel like doing anything Tuesday or Wednesday, so I basically just chilled, watched some Hell's Kitchen, watched a movie, which I'll talk about when we do our movie reviews.
Ooh.
And,
I watched some stuff too.
what else? Yeah, basically just putting around social media a lot, and that's pretty much it. And then Thursday was the big, okay, I'm going to be productive today stream, and it was just like an 8-hour procrastination stream.
Fuck yeah, bro.
So,
That's the way it goes.
but that's okay.
But that's what I'm saying, though, is like, it's okay because you're still entertaining people. People still having a good time.
That's the point. You're still entertaining. You're still making
Well,
money.
what's funny? You know what's funny is, how long was that stream? I think it was actually more like 8.5, 9 hours. It was a fairly lengthy stream. And
hey, thanks.
Thanks, Crimson Cross. 33 months. Holy moly.
That's really impressive, actually. That's one of the highest followers, actually.
What's kind of funny is I actually did make popcorn yesterday for Rosie and I. So, how topical. Nice. So, anyway, the thing that blew me away was, okay, I got the stream stats. And I didn't see them until the next day. So, I looked at the stream stats. And average viewers was like 22 or something like that. And average watch time, which you'd expect to be like 30 minutes,
about an hour and a half. I usually get in my just talking.
7.5 hours.
That's pretty crazy, dude.
That was insane.
My average is about an hour, but I've had some long viewers lately, so my average is going up. But that's fucking
this
great,
guy
dude.
says he's a Star Wars fan,
That's awesome.
but he
I
doesn't
couldn't believe
even
it. Like,
have the
I
Ewok
just,
movies.
wow.
Those are the
So-
best
Yeah.
ones. How can you call yourself a real Star
Very excited
Wars
for you.
fan?
I am.
Yeah.
if
I'm
you
sorry,
don't
I'm
have
really
the
hyped, dude.
original
Just,
Ewok movies.
Waiting here. Thank you, JL.
Game.
Anyway, yeah. So huge thank you to everybody who came out and just procrastinated the day away with me.
Right?
I'm sure I helped you to keep from being productive as well, and you're welcome.
You're welcome.
We had fun. I mean, we basically, I think we looked at some stuff on social media and looked at a few funny short videos and just whatever, just random silliness. Oh, we listened to some music from video games, and everybody's, oh, you're gonna get flagged. It's like, no, it's video game music.
Yeah,
it's
so what?
okay. And I don't
can
care if I
happen.
do. You know, it's like
Ain't nobody got time for that.
nobody.
Most people don't get flagged. You just get your stream muted for the most part.
Yeah.
Apparently, it has been happening for content. When people have been watching content on stream, you're being flagged.
Yeah,
but
that's different. But yeah,
it's a completely that's piracy, and that's
Yeah.
why you're getting in trouble.
exactly. So.
People watching fucking Kitchen Nightmares on stream,
Hola.
like, yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's why you're
exactly.
in trouble.
Yeah.
That's why you
Hola,
got
Michelle.
Hey, Michelle. How are you, Michelle?
However, actually, speaking of Twitch, apparently they're opening up watch parties to a wider base
us.
now.
Nice.
So
That's us. Yes, we can do that.
yeah, affiliates now can do watch parties. I think it's currently U.S. only, so I still can't do it because I'm Canada. But
Motherfucker.
but
Wow.
they're going to be. They said they're bringing it out internationally soon. So we just got a little bit longer to wait, and then we can do it. I have taken a look at the list of approved shows and movies.
There's some
and
good stuff on there.
There's some really good stuff. Like, I mean, they got Unsolved Mysteries. They got Dark Shadows. We could watch all 1,225 episodes of Dark Shadows.
Are you sure they have all the episodes?
Yes,
though?
they do.
Really?
They
Oh,
do.
okay.
They
The one that
they've,
gets my head
Hold on.
thinking is Star Trek.
they've
Next Generation.
hold on. They've grouped them into collections the same way they were grouped in
Oh.
the DVDs. So they've divided it all up the same way.
Cool.
So I just checked.
And I'm
to see.
willing to bet it's because Amazon has doing the remake of the show that they're or the the relaunch.
Of
So
what?
Dark Shadows.
Of Dark Shadows? Are they?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a remake or if they're just starting it up again. I don't.
Oh
I'm
my
not sure.
God.
I think that's why.
He just blowing your bits load. Okay.
All right. Thanks.
I mean, normally you try for
you
comic
hear
timing,
that?
not just a bombardment of sounds. But okay.
Hey, Rogue Nutter, I didn't
Thank
see you there,
you,
buddy.
thank you, JL. Anyway, yeah. So there's some good stuff. You said what? Star Trek: The Next Generation was on there as well.
Yeah, and
Cool.
Deep Space Nine. Yeah.
Deep Space Nine, I
Nice.
saw that. Like,
That'd be
ooh.
cool. That'd be a good one.
I gotta get
to,
Amazon Prime again.
That'd be a good one to binge. Yeah, and they had a bunch of movies and stuff, but yeah, I mean, it's not everything that's on Amazon Prime, but it's a lot of stuff. Actually, I think Hell's Kitchen, which I've been watching on Prime, is on there as well.
Oh, boy.
So you like watch a bunch of Gordon Ramsay screaming and cussing at idiots. which
But
is
you
always
can't
wonderful.
show it on your stream, you heathens.
No. But,
Stick to small YouTubers who are better, are more happy to
Wow.
just get the exposure.
Yeah, exactly. But
I just don't generally.
well, yeah, I mean,
Most-
in that case,
Most
hey,
videos
check
sharing
out
is music videos.
check
so.
out this person. They're cool. Here's a link to their YouTube. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
help a brother or sister out. You know.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff. Well, we should probably dive into the news. We got a fairly lengthy list of stuff this week,
No, do we?
as
Okay.
usual. What?
Yeah,
You're
I
just
actually have quite a
hovering
list
around
of
me,
video games,
giggling.
too.
What? Yes.
I was just standing there for like 3 minutes.
Great. Anyway, trying to do the news here, so run along. Back to Minecraft land with you.
Oh, Sean.
Thank you.
Your
Alright,
jimmies are so rustled.
I know. Just I try to keep some control over the proceedings, and the Munchkin likes to photobomb the stream. Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Control.
Before we get to the news from Raptor Rivera, our New York news hound, says, we here at SNI would like to wish all the mums out there a happy Mother's Day. Don't forget to love your mamas on Mother's Day, Father's Day, Arbor Day, Cinco de Mayo, and so on and so forth.
It's a reference
It's a
for those who
Mr.
don't
T
know.
reference, yeah. I love my mama on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Saturday. Yeah.
Mr. T loves his mama.
He loves his mama. Okay, so we got the official trailer for the second season of the AMC series Nosferatu.
Oh, right.
Yeah, which I completely forgot about. It's supposed to be really good.
It's based on Stephen King, right?
I follow somebody somewhere.
No, Stephen Niles? I think it's Stephen Niles. Sorry.
I don't know.
Joe
Anyway,
Hill. Oh, it's Joe Hill. It might be Joe Hill. It's one of them
Yes.
great
Oh,
authors.
Joe Hill, who did who did Lock and Key. Nice.
King's son.
Yes, Stephen King's son. So,
Yes, that's right.
yeah, I forget who it was. I follow somebody somewhere who's on that show, and I can't remember.
I
Wait a minute! I know who it is. It's the makeup girl who does who did like the signs of the zodiac as makeup tutorials and things like that. She's very funny. I wish I could remember her name, but she stopped doing YouTube videos, and one of the reasons was she got a part on Nosferatu. So
Nice. She
Yeah.
had the time, probably.
yeah. Well, and also she said she didn't really want to be a YouTuber. She just had some funny video ideas she wanted to do, and they just kind of took off. So
Yeah, that's how a lot of YouTubers start, actually.
that was that. Okay, official trailer for the documentary Spaceship Earth, now streaming on Hulu. Oh my God, Cass is here. Holy shit.
Fucking finally.
The Spaceship Earth doc. Oh my fucking
Thank you
god.
for all the effort you
Now
put
we
into
can.
this.
Just
Cass.
hold on. Let's
I mean, we have to watch
hold
the
on.
documentary.
Can we
Now-
finish? We need to bask in the presence of Cass. We'll talk about the
Okay.
news in a moment.
Okay.
And for the love of God, nobody touch a damn thing.
And
We
muted.
fired
Touching all things.
Everyone hand check.
Oh shit!
Push all the buttons. And look, not only is Cass here, but his camera is actually being recognized by the new and improved cast.
He needs to point it down a
You
bit.
asked for-
Recognizing-
it's like,
Are you able to
ah,
angle
ah,
down just a little bit? You're kind of Kilroy is here.
Headroom is crazy,
Just
bro.
a little bit.
Point your
Yeah.
camera down. Just grab the thing and point it. There. A
Nope.
little bit more.
No, I can't.
It went
It
up
doesn't
more.
Move that way.
Waiting for the reveal.
Eh,
There we go. Well, that's
Yeah, a little better.
that's
There you go.
better.
that's better. Yeah.
That's okay.
Ah, shit.
Of course.
Right.
Oh,
Less than a minute
now
after he
it's too
says
high
don't
again.
touch anything. Ah, shit.
Well, you touched something, but yeah, no, you know.
When I issued that instruction, it applied, and especially to me.
Yeah, so I guess you can't adjust headroom because that means you gotta touch something. So
Yeah.
you just on a
Alright.
phone book, Cass. That's what you need to do.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you,
Phone
brother.
books nowadays are so small.
Welcome
though.
finally
know.
back to the party, Cass.
Mine's less than 100 pages.
Your comment reminds me of GTA 3 of the guy who's promoting the self-help book. And then the radio host is like, and I encourage anyone who needs a doorstop or a booster seat to buy this book.
Oh yeah, of course you've been playing GTA 3 a lot this week, haven't you?
I have,
I'm
actually.
guessing you've been listening to Chatterbox FM non-stop.
Oh, pretty much, yeah, getting reacquainted.
Yeah.
Squirrels!
Yeah.
That was exactly
At the same time. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Then I can descend from the rafters like a bat.
Yeah. That's the same. Yeah, that's the same guy. No, it's been good. Yeah. So for those who don't know, I got this in the Humble Bundle like a year ago.
Nice.
It was a whole crap load of Rockstar games.
Nice.
It was
I have those across various platforms. Like I have the original PS2 versions of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Then I've got them again on PS3, PS2 on PS3, plus the Liberty City and Vice City stories. And then I also have Vice City on Steam, and I just got Vice City again on PS4. I want to make sure I can play it on whatever platform I have.
So what all did I get? Yeah, so it was GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas. I believe I don't see it on the list here, but I believe I do have both the stories ones, Liberty City
Okay.
and Vice City stories.
Yeah.
Neither of which I've actually played. Those will be new to me.
I played a bit of Vice City Stories. It's interesting because those were originally PSP games, so
Yeah.
they feel
And they're-
very similar to the PS2 ones, but you'll feel like the world doesn't seem quite as robust as it was in the PS2 games.
Doesn't feel as alive. That's
Because
what
it isn't.
It's like happy NPCs. It's like
Yeah, it's
What else? I've
but
got
it's still very
Like
much,
yeah. So I have those. I have GTA 4.
Oh yeah,
I have episodes from Liberty City, which is the 2 add-ons for GTA 4.
right. Yeah, I've never played those.
Ballad of Gay Tony, and I think Chinatown Wars is the other one.
No, Chinatown Wars is one of the old ones. That's
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's one of like the Nintendo DS games.
something
okay.
about damnation. Lost in
No,
Damnation.
Hell and Damnation.
Hell and Damnation, is that what it is?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
that's the one all with the motorcycles.
It's the one about the motorcycle gang, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Chinatown
then-
Wars was the one DS game they made.
Right.
Was it? And then I got Manhunt, which I know you've played.
Yeah, Manhunt is good.
I have the first 3 Max Paynes
Okay.
and Bully, which I actually did start to play a little bit.
Have you not played Bully before?
No, I never have.
Oh, it's so good. It's like GTA High School.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. I love
Oh,
it.
actually, I just got Bully on Steam. Someone gifted it to me. I
Nice.
apologize for forgetting who it was.
Bully's great.
I'm really
I
bad at remembering these things.
really
The very first
enjoyed
thing
it.
I did, like during the orientation, it was it was even one of the thing like go to this arrow to meet this person.
Yeah.
I immediately veered off and pulled the fire alarm.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I have to
Sure.
do this.
Um, Rose,
Yeah, pretty much.
Sound.
But yeah, no. So I've been playing GTA
Yeah.
3. I want to 100% it, which I've actually never done before.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I actually got like a checklist, and I've been following it and everything like that. And
Nice.
I think I'm at like 81% right now.
Wow.
I'm quite a ways. So I unlocked the 3rd island.
I was
And-
in the process of doing that with Vice City because I actually have the strategy guide for Vice City, which tells you, I mean, first off, what to do all the missions, but it also tells you all the collectibles are, so you can go around and find them.
Never
Yeah, that's what I
fear.
did. Was I got a list of all the
Mario's
different actions and stuff.
Yes. Yes.
So
indeed.
the one thing I did was I actually
Thank you,
finished
Miguel.
all of the. I finished all of the vehicle collection ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Like there's ones like there's a list where you have to. They expanded on it a bit more in Vice City with the dealership, but it was like a side thing in GTA 3 where you collect different vehicles and you. If you collect them all, then actually that garage you can go in and you can spawn any of the vehicles on the list.
I remember doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really handy for the emergency vehicle one. If you collect all 7 of the different types of emergency vehicles,
Mm-hmm.
you can then go there and spawn them. Like you can even spawn the tank,
Oh wow.
like without cheats. Like you can just go
Yeah, I
to
don't think I did.
Portland Harbor.
I don't think I did that. I think I got just all like the sports cars and stuff, so I could have those accessible.
Yeah, so no, a lot of them, the emergency vehicles, you kind of just find them around. Like I know even the police van one, you can actually find it at one of the police stations, like around in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But the 2 that were tricky were the FBI car and the
Mm.
tank, because you need the wanted levels to get those.
Right.
So the FBI car, I had a 5-star wanted level, so I just I think I went into the pay and spray to get rid of it, and then I just stole the FBI car because it was just sitting there.
Yeah. Nice.
But the tank was a little trickier, so
Mhm.
I was working on that last night, and I inadvertently turned GTA 3 into a horror game for myself.
Oh no.
Oh no!
What
How?
did you do?
So what I was doing was I basically just wanted to get the maximum thing and then try to somehow get rid of my wanted level, but have a tank nearby that I could then jack and
Yeah.
take to the crane. So what I did the usual thing that we used to do. I just went up onto the parkade. And it's so funny because you hear all the cops yelling down there, like, "You freeze! We're gonna get you!" And they're like 5 stories below you, not doing anything.
Yeah.
And so so I basically just went on a crime spree from the parkade, just like lobbing grenades down into the street, and people are screaming.
Wasn't that a favorite spot of ours? Like when we played it back on the PS2, you go to the top of the parkade and then it was a perfect like perch to just create chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, then
Remember
there's
that.
nothing above you. You can shoot down the helicopter too.
That's right. Yeah.
Which actually, that's what triggers your ups your wanted level. So at 3 stars, you get the helicopter. So I shot
Right.
it down, which immediately gets you to 4.
Yeah.
And then once you get to 5 stars, they actually send 2 helicopters.
Right.
And once you shoot both of them down, then you get to 6 stars.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, so that's what I want to do. And then so I had a few.
Got
I
my
had a few-
checklist of
Yeah, so I had
horrors
a-
to come up.
I had a few attempts at this. So my first one, what I was going to do was the back of the parkade. If you just drop down into that alley, that's where the paint spray is. And there's always a minivan parked there. So I'm like, perfect. I can just be on foot so the cars won't come after me. And I'm in this little alley. I'll just steal the minivan, rip over to the paint spray, and then I'll be good.
Yeah.
So I did that. So I dropped down. Of course, he loses a bit of health. He gets up, and I run over to the minivan, and I could hear some like clanking and banging behind me.
Oh, no.
And then all of a sudden, I just heard, and then boom, the tank ran right into me in the parked minivan. So somehow he got into that alley and then went full speed into me, and I never saw it coming until I got hit. I literally just about jumped.
That's hilarious.
Like-
Just out of nowhere. Tank!
And then I tried another attempt where I thought, okay, or no, this is what I did. So I thought, okay, I'll park a car at that alley entrance. That seems to be the one that it uses.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll block the tank from getting in, and then I'll go in. But then I inadvertently fucked myself because when I got out onto the road, that was my only way back into the paint spray alley.
Oh, yeah.
And my own parked car was in the way, and then the tank rammed me. I was like going around, I'm like, damn it, it's still here.
Well, and of course you remember what happens to vehicles when the tank runs into them.
It just touches you and you explode.
They just
You just-
instantly
you just
explode.
ignite.
Yeah.
It just sets things on fire. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it makes no sense, but it's awesome. I love it.
Um,
Barely takes any damage from anything except explosives.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
There's one story mission, I think it's one of the last ones you do for Donald Love, where you have to go and collect something from him, and the instant you collect it, you get a 6-star wanted level.
Oh, yeah.
I think in that mission and that mission only, if the tank hits you, it just bashes you. It doesn't actually explode you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I think they basically just tried to not make that mission impossible.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you just, get a 6-star just on your own, then yeah, the tank will explode when it hits you, just the same as when you're driving it. So then my next attempt was that I had wanted. Oh yeah, so the next one. So I kept that alley clear that time. I thought, okay, I'll just drive down and I'll go there. And so I'm coming to. It's like the big 2-lane road, and then if you know where the alley is, you can just deke in, and then the paint spray is right there.
Yeah.
Right as I was about to go into that alley, the tank was coming out of the alley. I was like,
no.
oh my god!
Hello.
Seriously, it's like a horror.
It was the killer coming to get you. Killer tank.
Hi, motherfucker.
And then I had one. So there's always a Banshee parked on the top level, one of the sports car ones.
Yeah.
So it's perfect because I can just fly off that ramp at the top of the parkade, and then I figured I can, zip around quickly and get to the paint spray.
Yeah.
Well, the problem was on one of my attempts when I shot down the helicopter, it landed on the Banshee.
Oh.
All the cars on that parkade, so I blew up my getaway car.
Perfect.
So then I had to try and make the getaway in like the Esperanto or something, which is that like giant floaty 70s coupe that can't handle for shit.
Yeah.
Just like
Critter, what are
drifting
you
and
doing
weaving everywhere as the cops are like half throttle and they're catching up to me.
You should have had a moonbeam as your getaway car.
Yeah, that would have worked well.
I'm trying to flirt, you piece of shit.
Why are you flirting now? It's the middle of the show. Flirt on your own time.
Shut up! Opportunity strikes. I did it. It worked. I successfully flirted. Excellent.
Successfully
All right, back to the show.
flirted.
Shut the
It was
fuck
only
up.
problematic because it didn't work
Oh.
when I wanted it to. That's the only reason. Otherwise,
I'm assuming
no
this
one-
is a game you're talking about, not a human you're interacting with.
Yeah, sure. I'm not a slut at all. No,
Sure, let's go with that. That sounds right.
I'm not a
Yes,
complete
flirt
motherfucking
accepted.
slut. No,
Yeah.
I'm a craven whore. Yes, what?
Yeah. Okay.
What? Bitch is horny. What?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so I did eventually do it. And one of them actually, I didn't go to the paint spray. I went to my hideout, because as you complete the vigilante missions, you get the police bribe things at your actual hideout. So because I've done it on 2 of the islands, I have 4 of them, so I can literally just pull in and just go through them and lose 4 stars at once.
Nice.
Which is pretty handy. So I dropped down to a 2-star wanted level, but the problem is, and I had the tank behind me, so I thought, perfect, okay, I'll drop to 2-star so they're not as aggressive, and then I'll just walk up and steal the tank.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is at a 2-star wanted level, the cops will then shoot you.
Yes.
And of course, the cops just have pistols, right?
Right.
Well, the army guys have M16 rifles.
Oh, yeah.
So I was walking up to the tank to try and shoot it, and the guy got out and just went dead. Yeah, just like instantly, just watched my health go from like full, just like, like great. Like, okay, so I need no water levels. Yeah, so I finally did that. I got into the pain spray, and there was a tank that was like stuck on something trying to get into that alley where I was. So I just walked up and stole it, and then had to drive it all the way back to the other side of the map to where the thing was.
Nice.
I was going to say, oh, and the other thing too is the neat thing with the tank is you can actually use it for the police side mission.
Oh, okay.
Because it counts as the police vehicle.
Oh, it has
the
the
problem is,
I think it has the police radio in it, doesn't it?
I think it does actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't have the regular radio.
But yeah, the problem with that though is it's so bloody slow. So I mean, you're trying to catch up to the criminal. At least then, if you encounter them on the same road, you can just blow them out of the sky. But
or just ram them and they will explode.
Yeah, exactly.
Criminal's
but
corpse successfully arrested.
I know.
Charred remains arrested. Yeah. I got the bad guy. Handing him into the police.
Just have like a bag and just pouring body parts onto the
Here you go. Just pouring them onto
the most of them.
Pouring them onto the desk of the desk sergeant. It's like, here you go. I knew these waste baskets would come in handy.
Jeez. But yeah, no, so I passed the other side ones. I passed the ambulance one, which I don't think I've ever done in GTA 3.
Oh, yeah?
I was actually smart. I did it on the first island, and I actually did a lot of the side stuff before I ever did any of the missions.
Oh, good.
Because, of course, as you do missions, some of the gangs will then start to hate you because you're,
That's true.
you know,
yeah.
going to get some of that. So if you start...
So you do the side missions first before half the city is out to kill you.
Exactly.
That's smart.
Now,
That's
I mean,
a good way to do it.
Yeah, some of them, like with GTA 3, some of the ones that you have to do on each island, you don't quite get that option. But like the paramedic one, you can do that right at the beginning. You don't have to do it on each one. You just have to hit level 12 once.
Yeah.
And that. So no, I did that one there because I was trying to do it another time, and I think I was on. I'd unlocked the second island, and that's where all the cartel is that hate you.
Oh, yeah.
So I was doing the ambulance mission, and I was quite a ways up. Like I think I was level 10 or 11 or something like that. And then I had stopped where the person was to rescue, and one of the cartel guys came up and pulled me out of the ambulance because he wanted to shoot me.
Oh, great.
And, of course, the moment you leave the ambulance, you fail the mission.
Yeah.
It ends.
Yeah.
So he got a machine gun to the face, but more to the point, I was so far along. So that's why I said, okay, no, this time I'm doing it right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because then I don't have any issues.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, yeah.
So back to the news.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were in the middle of the news.
we got sidetracked.
We literally just started the news. So, hey, official trailer for the documentary Spaceship Earth, now streaming on Hulu.
Just do it! Make your dreams come
Do I
true!
not have enough interruptions as it is? Okay.
Oh, I see.
In 1991, 8 visionaries embark on a 2-year experiment to quarantine themselves inside Biosphere 2, a self-engineered replica of Earth's ecosystem. Cool.
Now, here's the thing. It's more than just that. You think, oh, that's fine, whatever. No. These people were like a cult there was like ritual dancing, orgies. Something went wrong with the biosphere, and they were all suffocating and starving to death. I mean, like it looks like a real trip.
Yeah.
And and everything was recorded, and it looks fucking crazy. And it's the Biodome inspired the existence of this thing inspired Biodome. Obviously, nothing that happened there was in Biodome. It's called Biosphere 2, by the way, because Earth is the first biosphere. I had to look it up.
Interesting. So this is all like actual footage of like when it happened back in 1991 of the actual experiment.
Yeah, people like in fucking full body paint, naked, dancing. Like it's fucking bizarre shit. I cannot wait to watch it. And like Stout, we have to watch this.
I have to check that out. I love social experiment type stuff like that, so that's definitely something I'd like to check out.
I have Hulu.
Official trailer.
Is it on Hulu? Fuck.
I don't have Hulu. I will find a way to watch it.
I will find a way to watch it.
Anyway, official trailer for the biographical drama. Wait a minute. Official trailer for horror thriller Becky. Not the biographical drama. Biographical horror thriller drama. Starring Kevin James in his first antagonist role. A teenager's weekend at a lake house with her father takes a turn for the worse when a group of convicts wreaks havoc on their lives.
Oh, I found it already.
Interesting. Okay. So, I like this turn of comedians doing horror lately.
Look, I mean, here's reality. I am a big fan of stand-up comedy and stand-up comedians, and they are funny because they lived very dark childhoods usually.
Yep, I know.
Most of them have been sexually abused or beaten or whatever horrible thing you can think of. Some of them lived through atrocities that would kill most of us. And they're comedians, and it's brilliant. I love it.
But those are extreme cases, though. I mean, not everybody has that case. I mean, I think it's
almost all the good comedians come from like abuse, a dark place.
All right.
Not kidding.
I was gonna.
There are a few exceptions.
It's more a matter of just they have dark, twisted senses of humor, and it's not that far removed from horror.
Well, my point is a lot of them live pretty dark past, and so they can like have a lot of real dark imagery they can draw on. Like it's so that when they do horror, it can be really effective. You know?
Yeah. Anyway, official trailer for the biographical drama Shirley, based off the book of the same name. A young couple move in with... Sorry, typo in there.
Wow.
Move in, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. Okay.
What? So random.
A young couple move in with renowned horror author Shirley Jackson, played by Elizabeth Moss, and her husband in the hopes of starting a new life. Instead, they find themselves fodder for a psychodrama that inspires Jackson's next major novel.
Shirley Jackson's a real novelist, right?
She is. She wrote...
Legend of... It's gonna be meta. I like this. I love meta movies. So.
She wrote The Legend of Hill House, did she not? The Haunting of Hill House, not The Legend of Hill House. I always get this.
The Haunting of Hill House. Okay.
Haunting of Hill House, the original.
That's cool.
The original.
I mean, like, I definitely, I love when they do meta stuff like this. So I'm excited. Well, I've not read any of her work, but it doesn't matter.
It sort of puts me in mind of Shadow of the Vampire. How it sort of depicted that in a twisted way.
Or adaptation. I can't remember how to say it right.
Adaptation.
Thank you, adaptation. That movie is very, very, very meta.
That was very good. I like that movie a lot.
I love that movie.
Official trailer for the documentary Inmate Number 1, The Rise of Danny Trejo. Having spent much of his early life in prison, actor Danny Trejo discusses his career and how he has overcome a life of crime and addiction. Interesting. Loved it. Oh my God, I'm dying. I love Danny Trejo.
Yes.
Great actor.
He posted a tweet of him holding a puppy last week.
Uh-huh.
Danny Trejo's all right.
Okay, well, there you go.
He has one of my favorite quotes.
Movie TV news. Hey, speaking of adaptation, acting great. Oh my God, can I English today? Acting great Nicolas Cage is set to executive produce and star in a scripted series centered around Joe Exotic, the subject of the Netflix docuseries Tiger King. Wow, they didn't waste any time turning that into a dramatization, did they? The story centers around the Joe Schriebvogel, a.k.a. Joe Exotic, portrayed by Cage, an eccentric exotic zookeeper in Oklahoma who fights to keep his park even at the risk of losing his sanity. The series will live in the Lion's Den with Joe, explore how he became Joe Exotic and how he lost himself to a character of his own creation. The role marks the first regular television role of Cage's career. Very nice.
I fucking love all the memes related to that. My favorites are I'll give you one fucking guess.
Speaking of Cage, Disney Plus has confirmed a National Treasure television series is currently in development with a younger cast. A third film is also in the works, and there aren't any plans to cross over the two. Interesting. Should be like, so just like National Treasure was kind of an Indiana Jones-esque thing, now they have the young National Treasure, like they had young Indiana Jones. Is that basically what we got here?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen any of the National Treasure movies.
Well, you should. They're pretty good.
Okay. Maybe
Never fun, yeah.
Maybe
Definitely.
I will someday. In a recent Q&A conducted through the actor's Instagram account, Sylvester Stallone... Oh, yeah, this is... Actually, I'm kind of excited about this. Sylvester Stallone revealed that a sequel to the 1993 sci-fi film Demolition Man is currently in development at Warner Brothers Pictures. And he says, I think it's coming. We're working on it right now with Warner Brothers, and it's looking fantastic, so that should come out. That's going to happen.
I hope
Okay.
I hope they don't explain the 3C shows. Like, no, just
Yeah, I
leave the
know.
mystery.
Just
Leave the mystery.
still don't explain it, yeah.
One of the great
Yes.
MacGuffins.
Definitely applause-worthy. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Emily Blunt are set to re-team together in a brand new comic book adaptation. Ball and Chain, the 4-part comic book published in 1999, depicts a couple on the outs who gain superpowers through an accident. However, their powers only work when they're within a few feet of one another. Emily V. Gordon, who wrote 2017's The Big Sick, will pen the script. Cool.
Excellent. That's great. I had no idea what you just said because I was peeing.
Cool. Couple of Star Wars items. Oh my God!
Mix it up a little, buddy. God.
There are like 22 other sounds on the soundboard
hear
other
that?
than
Yeah, like-
evil and elf burp. Seriously,
Just mix it up.
Just
You can
imagine,
stretch
Dale,
out
if you
your
pulled
bits.
up all your money.
you
And
could
spend it
get
on
so
the
many more
fucking-
sounds just by spreading it out,
Spend it on mulch. If you spent it
or
on
just
mulch,
spend it
man,
on mulch.
Holy shit.
For fuck's sake, will somebody trigger mulch? It's been up there for a year already.
Nobody has bought mulch?
Nobody. Everybody said, "Oh, I'm going to save
Dale,
up and get
please.
it." Everybody lied. Not a single person has triggered mulch yet. Be the
Please,
first. You will
Dale.
go down in
I
history.
beg you.
All right.
Mulch.
Here we
Or
go.
mulch or get replaced.
I know. I'll never replace mulch. It will always stay there. But
I'm trying to threaten these people. Shut
oh,
up.
okay. If you want to hear
You're
mulch, you
ruining it.
gotta make it happen. All right. Anyway. Okay, a couple of Star Wars items this week. This one is really exciting. Well, actually, these are both pretty exciting. Taika Waititi is officially headed to a galaxy far, far away. The filmmaker behind Thor Ragnarok and Jojo Rabbit will direct and co-write a new Star Wars movie for theatrical release. Waititi
It's
will
gonna be awesome.
Waititi will co-write the script with Christy Wilson Cairns, who wrote the Oscar-nominated 1917. Holy fuck. The internet lost their minds when that news dropped. Like, oh my God, Taika Waititi doing a Star Wars movie? Fuck yes, please. Can't wait.
I hear 1917 is very good.
I
I'm
have
not
heard nothing but
seen
good
it yet.
things about 1917.
Yeah.
And the other bit of Star Wars news, this, again, just kind of set the internet on fire. Like, it's just been all about Star Wars this week. On the subject of Star Wars, the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian is bringing a familiar helmet back to the Star Wars galaxy. Tamura Morrison, who played Jango Fett in 2002's Star Wars Attack of the Clones, will appear in Season 2 of the Disney Plus Star Wars series as OG bounty hunter Boba Fett. The second season is expected to drop sometime in October later this year. And that's literally all we know. Like, basically, we just know that Boba Fett's going to appear in it in some capacity, which everybody was kind of hoping would happen anyway because The Mandalorian, right? But we don't know in what capacity. If it's going to be a flashback, if it's going to be, hey, look, I'm still alive, fuckers. I survived the Sarlacc pit, and maybe we'll get a definitive answer to that finally. We don't know. All we know is he's going to be in it in some capacity. So, I mean, there's been stories. I know there's been stories in the EU about how he supposedly survived the Sarlacc pit. So, you know, you never know.
Sure.
So I figure
not a real Star Wars
so it'll be
fan.
either that because because the Mandalorian does take place between episodes 6 and 7, so it's after that. But I guess not long after that, technically speaking. So yeah, I just climbed out of the Sarlacc pit after 10 years, and boy, are my arms tired. No, anyway. Due to high popularity, the Netflix original film Extraction is confirmed to be getting a sequel. Never heard of it. Joe Russo of the Russo brothers is expected to return as producer and writer, with Chris Hemsworth returning as the lead actor. Cool.
Who's in the aircraft hangar?
Guys, can you press a key on your keyboard or something? Because apparently you have that reactive sound that gets louder and louder the longer you're silent.
Say some words.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you.
How's it going?
I was
There we
muted
go.
because I was typing. I didn't want to get accosted this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you guys could just, even react with a grunt or something, just so your cameras don't get like.
Yeah, because the
Make it the
louder
gruntiest grunt possible.
like close to your throat so the mic.
Okay, so just so I'm clear, if I mute, when I unmute, I need to make a noise.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just some kind of
Okay,
audible.
got it.
Because the
It
mic
seems like-
just goes hello. Gets
Because
really
it's
loud.
still, even
until
though
you-
you're
Oh,
muted,
okay,
it
gotcha.
still seems to be
So
slowly
I don't know.
raising the
It's-
volume.
It sounded like you
I don't know
came
why.
in an aircraft engine.
Yes.
It's either picking up the CPU fan or my actual desk fan.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Does that
but
make
once
sense?
you talk, it was fine. That's why we said you need to make
Oh,
noise.
okay. I was trying to compensate for.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going. Oh, I hear something. I'm going to amplify that noise.
exactly. Is that you talking?
I think there was mutterings about this next one a while ago. I still have to see it. I heard it was actually quite good. Another Netflix original film, 2017's Bright, is also getting a sequel. The film will reteam Will Smith and Joel Edgerton in the
I like that.
in the tale of mismatched crime-fighting partners, one of whom is an orc. Sources said that the Bright sequel picks up after the travails of the odd partnership, but sets it on an international stage. Replacing David Ayer as director is Louis Leterrier, who previously helmed the first Now You See Me, The Incredible Hulk, and all 10 episodes of The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance, which I still have to watch, actually.
Me too.
I've
He's
been-
a very good director.
I've been waiting so Rosie and I can watch it together.
I really
so,
liked that movie. Everyone crapped all over it, but like, do you realize it actually
Huh?
pretty solidly
I wanna
put
watch
a
it with you.
modern fantasy world together without
Yeah.
like resulting to outright plagiarism.
It's only 10 episodes. We could probably binge it all in a day. Actor Ralph Fiennes
That's true.
is attached to star in Netflix's adaptation of the Roald Dahl's classic book Matilda as Miss Trunchbull. Interesting. Interesting.
Okay.
You know what I'd like to see a new movie of, like a proper movie of, is Jacob Tutu meets the Hooded Fang. I love
What?
Jacob Tutu meets the Hooded Fang.
I've
Never
never
heard it.
heard of that.
Neither have I, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from a previous generation, clearly.
I have not heard of that either.
Wow.
Yeah,
There
previous
wa-
generation thing.
There was a low-budget Canadian movie adaptation made of it a while back, which I thought was okay, but I always felt it could have had a better adaptation. It's.
I want a. Oh, sorry.
Is it Roald Dahl? Is that why you mentioned it?
It is Roald Dahl, yeah.
I want a Wallace and Gromit style Topo Gigio remake.
You would probably
Really?
enjoy it. The lead villain in it is an ex-wrestler.
Oh, really? Who is that?
Well, the Hooded Fang. I mean, he's a fictional ex-wrestler, but.
Oh, I thought you meant like it's played by X.
No,
Oh,
the
like
character.
Jesse Ventura or Hogan or
But,
something. I don't remember this.
But yeah, he was like a heel character, and
Mhm.
yeah, it's fun. It's good. Very
All right.
short story. Well, clearly I'm gonna have to read the book to you all on the stream because nobody but me's ever heard of it.
They do it during Halloween, I guess.
That's not a bad idea, actually. That might be a good one. It's short. It's funny. We could easily do it in a single sitting. Okay, let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. Director Kurt Wimmer, who helmed 2002's Equilibrium, which is really good, by the way, is set to direct what's said to be a new take on Stephen King's classic boon, Children of the Corn.
Again.
Another one. Okay.
The third remake.
Has that been, I was going to say, hasn't that already been remade?
It's going to be like
Twice.
More.
Pretty sure
Pretty
I've
Krueger
only
and
ever
whatever,
seen
and, like-
the first one and a long, long time ago. I don't remember.
I've seen the
Hi, Cass.
first original.
Hi.
Cass, you're in a say a little louder.
What? I grunted. What the fuck?
You need
I
to
don't know.
grunt better. Grunt with feeling.
Oh god.
And
Grunt one more with.
I need that as a fucking soundbite. I grunted. What the fuck?
I don't know what to tell you.
and we have our title for this week's SI.
There you go. Yeah.
I grunted. What the fuck?
I grunted. What the fuck?
Well, last week's episode was indeed titled Walter Matthau's
goodness.
Crotch.
Yes, Walter.
With a K.
I literally I was muted because I was typing. I didn't want issues, and I really pressed on mute. Went and then put the mic down, and apparently
It might
that
take.
wasn't
Sometimes I know with my Yeti when I take it off mute, it takes a half second to actually come off mute. So you might need
Oh,
to
that
just
might
give
be
it a
what it
moment.
is.
That does. I do that. Forget about that all the
It
time.
may not. I've noticed because you'll start talking as you're pushing
Yep.
the button, and
ADHD. I forget. I get
we'll hear,
excited.
like
for
half
talking.
the sentence.
Welcome to ADHD. It's annoying.
Sad violin for Cass and his unheard grunt.
At least it's different sound. At least it's not the elf burp again.
F and Jack
Thank
for the
you.
grunt.
See, there's other sounds.
Come on.
Okay, so next
Okay.
time I unmute, I'll just
Wait.
sit here being Will Smith in the corner, just Until eventually it picks up that I've made a noise.
All right.
That's disturbing.
Say what?
Please
What?
never make that noise again. Please.
Okay, now you're telling me.
And speaking of Will
fucking around
Smith
with you.
grunting in the corner, Disney Plus has given an 8-episode series order to Just Beyond, a horror comedy anthology from writer Seth Grahame-Smith and 2000th Century Fox Television.
2000.
Wow, the reading comprehension is weak this week.
I can't
part-
read
Thank you, Drum Mike.
Part
I
of
can't read.
part of Disney TV Studios. It is based on the best-selling Boom Studios graphic novel series from iconic children's writer R.L. Stine. Very cool.
What the fuck, Twitch?
Elon Musk's SpaceX.
Did it grunt?
Elon Musk's SpaceX are working on a project with NASA that would be the first narrative feature film. What? The first narrative feature? Oh, first NASA narrative feature film. Okay, an action adventure starring Tom Cruise. To be shot in outer space, of course.
In space, he
Sources
wants
say
to
this will
die.
not be another installment in the Mission Impossible franchise. I swear, Tom Cruise just has a death wish. That's literally it.
Now, it should be noted that wouldn't be the first movie shot in space, because actually that would be Apollo 13, which had several scenes that they literally sent the fucking actors up into fucking space for
No, they didn't.
with the fucking
No.
with the
not-
fucking plane thing.
No, oh,
Never
no,
leaves
hold
not
on.
in
Hold
space.
on. You're talking about the vomit comet, the parabola plane. That's not in space. It's very close. It's like low orbit. It's like not even
Same
outside of
Never
the
leaves the
atmosphere.
atmosphere,
Never leaves the atmosphere. Yeah, the vomit comet. Yeah, I remember seeing they did
It
a big.
was really fucking impressive.
It was
Yes.
very impressive because
And
they
I learned
had
about that.
Space.
genuine zero gravity. So they built
Yeah.
the set in this fucking plane so that they could have they would get like 30 seconds of genuine zero G. So a lot of the zero gravity you see in that movie is actual zero gravity. It's not special effects, which is amazing.
The logistics thing to think about. They can't practice in zero G without using the vomit comet because
Yeah.
they can't go to space to practice to do the movie.
No.
Because you're going to have to, because it's going to cost a lot of money to shoot in space.
Yeah,
A
oh,
very
yeah.
lot of money.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. You want to block everything out beforehand.
Yeah.
You want everything perfect so that when
Yeah.
you go up there, you've rehearsed it over and over again and you're ready to go when the time is right. And
Yeah.
things will still go wrong, but I mean, like, That's gonna be scary.
That's crazy.
Pray for everyone on that fucking shoot. Jesus Christ.
I know.
Terrifying.
Madness. The world has gone crazy, and Tom Cruise is going to space. Okay.
He wants to die, I'm sure of it.
So, people who died this week. In memoriam. News just broke earlier today. Actually, we lost little Richard today. Yeah, nicknamed the innovator, the originator, and the architect of rock and roll. Richard's most celebrated work dates from the mid-1950s when his charismatic showmanship and dynamic music, characterized by frenetic piano playing, pounding backbeat, and raspy shouted vocals, laid the foundation for rock and roll. Best known for such classic hits as Tutti Frutti, Good Golly Miss Molly, Long Tall Sally, Keep a Knockin', and many others.
The exact quote he is known for saying is, "I am the innovator. I am the originator. I am the emancipator. I am the architect of rock and roll."
Oh, there it is. Yes. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, so definitely a huge loss to the world of music. We also lost Florian Schneider, German musician, best known as one of the founding members of the electronic band Kraftwerk, and performing on again, off again from 1968 until 2015. Schneider played the synthesizer, vocoder, flute, and saxophone, and provided vocals for Kraftwerk, which is widely considered a pioneer in the electronic pop music field. Absolutely, they are, big time.
Not speaking about him, but in general, does one actually play a vocoder, or does one just make sounds into a vocoder?
Well,
I'm asking.
It is.
There's nothing wrong with
it. It is an instrument in the same way that a musician refers, or a singer refers to their voice as an instrument.
That is true. I just think it's interesting. It's like, yeah, I'm kind of playing an instrument. I'm really just making noises with my face.
Yeah,
it's great.
Andre Harrell, American record executive, record producer, songwriter, and rapper with a career starting in 1981. Harrell was the founder of the record label Uptown Records and also served as the president and CEO of Motown Records. Harrell is credited with having discovered and signing Sean P. Diddy Combs, well, and I'm sure quite a few others too.
Yes.
Yeah. Leslie A. Pope, Academy Award nominated set decorator with over 50 film credits since her start in 1982. She's worked on the likes of Catch Me If You Can, Seabiscuit, Django Unchained, Avengers Endgame, and others. Yeah, I thought I recognized that name. Ray Horn, German-American magician and entertainer, best known as
Roy.
Roy. I forgot we talked about that typo earlier. Roy Horn, German-American magician and entertainer, best known as one half of Siegfried and Roy, who performed stage acts involving white tigers and lions from 1990 until 2003. The duo formed Siegfried and Roy at the Mirage Resort and Casino, which was regarded as the most visited show in Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, they were huge. I remember seeing things on like children's shows about them when I was growing up.
I learned about them when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Roy was the one who was attacked by the tiger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he survived a tiger attack several fucking times.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he couldn't survive this. What does it tell you, people? What does it fucking tell you?
They're not dead.
And Aizo Kaimai, suit and model maker, suit actor, chairman of Kaimai Productions, who worked for Toho Studios from 1954 to 1966. Kaimai also worked for studios Dai and Subaraya Productions. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Dai and Subaraya.
Dai and Subaraya. Okay, thank you. Productions well into his 80s. He worked on many suits featuring some of the greatest tokusatsu films ever made, including the original Gojira, Rodan, War of the Gargantuas, Mothra, Ultra Q, Gamera, and many others.
I need to stress this. There isn't a single Japanese film from like 1950 something to 2000 something that this man didn't touch in some way. It is special effects wise. He either did the suits or the models or the molds or the whatever. He did something on almost every damn special effects movie for like 50 years. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Crazy.
He was one of those, like, you know, he worked his way up from an entry level position to the chairman. I mean, like, you know,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Okay, that is it for the obits and the news this week, and we will turn it over to Garbage Gamer for video game news. What's on the screen this week, Eric? I'm gonna go get some more spaghetti. I'll be right back.
Wait till he gets back.
You want some too?
Oh yeah. I don't know if that's
Was also going to mention that Space Force, the show Space Force, Steve Carell, the creator of The Office, got a trailer this week.
Yes.
And it was brilliant, and I can't wait for the show. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, Steve Carell, of course.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yes. It's hilarious.
Hilarious.
A friend of mine just started watching The Office this week, and she's like, I have to ask, does anybody actually like the main character, Steve Carell's character? And I'm like, okay. Have you seen the whole show yet? And she's like, well, I just got done with season 1. I'm like, there's your problem. He's a total fucking asshole that nobody would like in the first season. Absolutely.
The other
Season
thing is,
2 onward, you learn more about him, you get to know him more, and it's like, okay, yeah, he's an asshole, but he's a lovable asshole.
another thing about art is
All right,
you
just warming
don't
up, Rosie.
find,
You got 2 minutes, and I'll have to go get hers and put mine in. Go.
in art, you don't have to find yourself or a relation of yourself in it for it to be good, or you don't have to relate to it at all. It can be populated by lots of terrible fucking people because it's art. So, you know,
What I walk in
talking
on?
about Steve Carell's character not being likable in the first season, like, but he didn't have to be likable. Like, it's like
We're
one
talking
of
about
The Office,
The Office, yeah.
Oh, I love the
which
Office.
we got onto because I mentioned the
Yes.
Space Force trailer.
No one was saying it was bad.
Okay, good.
We done? Okay.
Yes.
I'm talking.
Okay.
Add to it.
You don't like
So
Jim.
the game running in the background obviously
Jim
is
is wonderful.
Star Wars Battlefront,
Star Wars
Yep.
Battlefront.
Woo!
Yes.
the original Xbox version.
I actually just got that on Steam.
and
I did
the
too.
I have the original PlayStation
the game running
2
up here?
version. Yeah.
Metal Slug 2.
Very nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Metal Slug 2. All right, so first thing on the agenda here for video game news, we have. It's going to be just like a lot of announcements of cinematic trailers, pretty much a lot of trailer announcements, because pretty much Xbox went full big dick mode and just announced a whole fuck ton of games and trailers coming out for the new Series X. And that's pretty much going to be most of these. So the first one here is actually a game that is a demo is available on PC on Steam right now until May 13th, and it's called Ghost Runner. It is it's a ninja first-person shooter that's kind of like plays like Mirror's Edge, and is created by 3D Realms.
Cool. I gotta go get the pasta.
When I was here, I read the description of that like a few days ago or whatever when it dropped. I'm like, that sounds really not my bag. And then at the very end of the sentence it said by 3D Realms. Like, never mind. Never mind. I want it now.
Yeah, so the last 3D Realms, big 3D Realms game they released obviously was Ion Fury, which did incredibly well because it is an incredibly good game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, and if anybody is our age knows 3D Realms,
I don't know what's going
he
on.
knows
Anyway.
actually what their previous name might be, which would be Apogee.
Yeah.
And they Apogee pretty much dominated the MS-DOS market for almost a decade. You know, when it came to like, you want to talk about like some of the top quality games released on PC back in the day, it was either done by Lucasfilms, it was done by Sierra Online, or it was Apogee. Those are the three.
Yes.
Like the Juggernaut 3.
Those are the names I
So-
saw a lot. Actually, also Electronic Arts at the time.
Oh, and EA.
Yeah, because they were just starting out. Well, I guess they
Back-
started
yeah, it
back in
wasn't
the early
trash.
80s. Yeah. Back when they were good. They were an up-and-coming indie company.
Yeah. No, I actually don't mean Lucasfilm Limited. I do mean LucasArts.
Yes.
Yeah.
LucasArts is the game division.
It was the gaming division for a good long time.
Yep.
They were cutting edge gaming.
Oh,
Actually,
division.
This game
absolutely.
running in the background right now is from LucasArts.
LucasArts. There you go. Yep.
There you go.
In fact, you load up
ARTS.
you load up any of those old games, or you
LucasArts,
know,
what?
Maniac Mansion, Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, any of those, you'll see the
Secret of Monkey
LucasArts.
Island.
Secret of Monkey Island, yeah, the original, and its sequels. You will see the LucasArts
Secret of Monkey
logo.
Island, Curse of Monkey Island. There was another one. Which one had the subtitle LeChuck's Revenge? Was that the second one?
Which one? LeChuck's
Which one
Revenge?
had the- Yeah, LeChuck's
I
Revenge.
think it
was
was the
that
second one. Yeah.
or Revenge of
Yeah,
LeChuck?
so-
Or
I
something
think it was LeChuck's Revenge.
It's LeChuck's Revenge.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
It sounds really familiar.
Can I get mine?
Mhm.
Dear internet, can you stop pooping your pants? Thank you. Have I like glitched? Is my camera working okay still?
Yep.
Okay.
Fine with me.
Fantastic. I currently my internet's just been pooping its pants. So.
Yeah,
Dude, I
yeah,
made-
it's not 60 frames per second anymore. That's the only...
Oh, I switched to the other camera because
Oh, okay.
the 60 frames is causing Stab to have problems.
All right, so yeah, so that one's down.
Not having any problems.
Just spaghetti, mini pasta with cheese, and then baked.
Sorry, I
in a
distracted
casserole
myself
dish.
on that one. The next one we have here is Skinslip left.
I'm working on it. Hold
What's going
on.
on?
Yep, there we go.
Oh,
We got now people
Hey,
have known
much
about
later.
this game for a little bit, but we
It's a
actually
4K
got
camera. That's why.
we got a 12-minute demo,
I mean 1080p.
gameplay demo of
60.
this, and I know Sean, you're actually probably gonna like this. It's called The Ascent, and it literally plays like Alien Breed.
Oh, nice, like a top-down.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's like a top-down,
saw that,
sort of
yeah.
isometric.
It
Oh
looks
right.
really good.
Like more
I
like
was-
the newer Alien Breed. Alien Breed was it Isolation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the trilogy they did. On
Yeah,
PC.
the newer trilogy.
Yeah, the was it Impact and
We tried to play it, but it
All
didn't
those-
work for some reason.
Yeah.
We couldn't. Remember, we
played it.
tried to do a co-op on that. No, we tried to do co-op, and it kept us in the elevator. Wouldn't let us.
You
Like,
mean
leave.
Alien Breed? Yeah.
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 no.
Yes, we did. We definitely went.
know.
We tried. We tried to do Alien Breed together, and it wouldn't load the multiplayer, and we just sat there in the elevator until we played a different game.
No.
Yep.
Anyway,
no.
moving on.
Hold on.
That-
Hold
that
on.
memory
I
is
will
a
tell you the actual facts that happened, not your broken memory version. I played.
Nope.
I
you're wrong.
did play a co-op of it with Eric. We played the original together, and it worked fine.
I love how everybody's with me on this one. Eric, it was with
Do you
me.
want me to
wasn't it?
dig up the fucking video? Like, seriously. We never played it, Skinslip, ever. The only Alien Breed Impact I ever played was the demo. I never played the full version. I have it, but I never played it with you or anybody else or by myself at all.
Yes, because we never got the chance to play it because we were stuck in the elevator.
No, we never played it or
You're
attempted
an
to
idiot.
play
Justin, who has the worst memory ever, remembers this. Like,
Well,
holy shit.
Find the video, because I record everything, and if it happened, there will be a video.
If you've uploaded it, yeah.
It never happened. I don't know where you
Long
fabricated
ass
this
time
from.
ago, dude. It's so long ago.
I've never played the full version.
Dude, we never got to play it. It
No,
never got past the
I've
load
never
screen.
even loaded the full version, other
on.
than to see if it worked.
I remember playing it.
I don't
On
know
the
what you're
PS3.
remembering, but it wasn't me. The only person I ever played any Alien Breed with was Eric, and it was the original. We played a bit of two-player co-op on the original, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm just gonna let it go. I'm letting it go.
Well-
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not. It's so inconsequential. so
You're
it's fine.
remembering something that never happened. Like
If you say so, that's fine.
No, not if I
I'm
say
not-
so. It
I'm not
never
arguing with you.
happened.
I'm not arguing with you.
It
Just let it go.
never
We're done.
happened.
We're not. We're done. I'm not arguing with you. Doesn't matter what I think. I'm not arguing about it.
How Cool.
I have memories. It's cool.
something like this? Seriously.
All right,
you
move
have
on,
memories of
please.
something that never happened.
Congratulations. I don't give a shit. I
Anyway.
stopped caring 10 minutes ago.
Cool. Anyway, Eric, carrying on.
Fuck's
News.
sake.
I'm feeling all hazy now because I was just going like this a lot.
Oh God.
Let's see. Moving on. Let's see. We're starting off with the Series X games that are being announced. New game, Call of the Sea. Again, they didn't really show actually what the game was really about. That's what a lot of these trailers were. There's just a lot of cinematic trailers.
Weird.
It looks like it's going to be somewhat of a sequel to that pirate game that that came out not too long ago that everyone was all excited for. Then they realized there was Sea of Thieves. Thank you.
It's still happening.
that-
It just had a new update, and it's fucking popular as shit right now.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about like when it first came out. It was like everyone played it for like a week, and then they were like, "Oh, there's nothing in it," and then they moved on.
There's a lot. There's like so much content in it now. But anyway, yeah.
I think I played it a little more than a week. That was, I mean, I remember that was like everywhere.
I mentioned it mostly because it has the same aesthetic, that same kind of like pseudo cartoony yet very realistic looking, that weird kind of middle ground. Like things like move all realistically, but it's like a flat texture. So I mean, again, and this one is first person. It looks more like an adventure game. Kind of reminds me of like the old school Tomb Raiders a little bit. So let's see. Next one here, we got a bit of gameplay but mostly just a story trailer of the new Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Ooh, yeah, that's one we've been waiting for.
It looks so good.
I even put it, but it looks terrifying. It really does. And it plays, from what I can see, it plays like a mix between Dishonored, The Darkness, and BioShock.
Interesting.
The powers that are exhibited in the game some of them look accurate, some of them look changed. I'm sure they had to change some of it for like gameplay reasons, but I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said,
I'm kind of curious to see what concessions they had to do.
I know nothing about, so.
I'm just curious to see what concessions they had to make make it work in a video game, right? Because it works in a role playing game, may not work in a video game, like a tabletop. I mean, so I'd be interested.
But yeah, I mean, it looks really good. It's like I said, it kind of like a Dishonored with the whole you can sneak around and shit. The Darkness because of evil.
Remember correctly, I couldn't get the first game to run on my computer.
And BioShock, because you could like literally summon like crows and it'll just eat the people alive, like how you could do with the old bug thing with the in BioShock. I mean, it's just like it took a lot of elements from a lot of different games and just kind of mashed it together. And I'll mention that again on another game.
Okay.
I think I had a trailer. But moving on, we actually had a trailer for a new Total War game. Total War Warhammer 2, the Warden and the Paunch trailer.
Paunch. Okay.
Paunch. P-A-U-N-C-H.
Paunch.
Paunch.
Paunch. Yeah.
Falcon Paunch. I was like, again, another just cinematic trailer. Typical like Blizzard level animation. That's just a big war that was happening.
Nice.
Same shit, different game.
Same shit, different game. Can't really say anything about it because again, they didn't really show anything. We had a trailer for a new Yakuza game.
Oh yeah.
Yakuza Like a Dragon is what and it's a cinematic trailer. And yeah,
the games are essentially cinematic trailers if everyone's ever played it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It takes 45 minutes to get control of your character when you're doing something other than just walking in a straight line. I'm not kidding. It's part of the joke, but it's just like I was like, can I please just do something other than walk through a door?
Yeah, it looks like another Yakuza game, but with like a lot more emphasis on almost like Tekken level like superpowers and shit.
That game gets pretty ridiculous like that, actually.
So
that's cool.
Yeah. We actually got a trailer for Scorn.
Oh, yes.
And Scorn, it's, as I put in my notes here, H.R. Grubermeister inspired.
It's an alien game. It's an alien game.
It literally uses H.R. Geiger.
I've watched every frame of the thing over and over again. It looks like it might actually be connected in some way, but it could just be coincidence.
Like I said, yeah, everyone's I mean, I see it too. I also saw, as someone who is an older gamer who remembers games from way back in the day.
Mhm.
It reminds me of an old game that was also that actually had H.R. Geiger's name on the box.
Dark Side.
Darkseed.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd never heard of them before. So.
Darkseed and Darkseed 2. Like it screamed Darkseed.
I have
I'm like,
Darkseed
that would be
on the
amazing
Amiga.
if they announced that this was some kind of in-world connection to that series.
What if it connects both those things together?
Which is possible, actually.
I know.
Oh my god, not everything needs to be connected.
Connect everything.
No. Connect nothing. Separate worlds.
Make it connect just to annoy Sean. And make it really tangential and pointless.
But yeah,
Just
if you
to
want
annoy
something
Sean.
that you look at it and you're just like, again, nothing is happening in this trailer. It's just like pan shots of like environments and things are morphing and oozing, and there's a big giant alien penis thing that's dripping.
Yeah, it's coming out of an alien vagina that's also dripping. It's
Yeah, and
really
it's
weird.
like it's
Well,
just,
Giger
it's
did like his
grossly
genitalia
uncomfortable.
symbolism.
It is Giger, so it's got lots of penises and vaginas. He loved the imagery.
And a third
Shit.
eye at some point.
Yeah, in the middle of a penis, I think at one point. I think the penis came out of the forehead, didn't it?
Yeah, it was
That's
some
so
kind of
weird.
like.
No, you're
popped
thinking
a-
of Fooly
He
Cooly.
popped like a blood zit into it, and it like, like
Yes.
flowered out, and it was like, oh god.
It's just like, it's so fucking cool.
So again,
shit.
no, it's a game, and I have no idea what kind of fucking game it even is.
Cool.
They didn't
You'll have
haven't
to
talked
send,
about.
you have to send me
It's
that
horror or
trailer.
something.
I'll have to check it out.
There's just some like seriously fucked up imagery in
It's
that.
horror something. That's all I know. That's all I need to know.
But we're talking about scoring.
Well, I mean, I think we talked. Maybe we were talking about that before. Maybe it was this one, but just in general, Giger inspired a lot of imagery in video games over the years. I mean, go back and look at the original R-Type and tell me that isn't a huge Giger-inspired love fest. You know,
Oh yeah.
Life Force too. The
Life
video
Force,
game, not the
yeah.
movie.
Well, a lot of those outer space shoot 'em ups where you go fight some
Oh,
alien.
Technically,
force
the
and you
movie
feel
also
that.
has a little bit of Giger in it too, but anyway, unrelated to the game. Two things
so
called
yeah,
Life Force
so-
that I love, but they're different.
So yeah, go check out the scoring trailer. It's uncomfortably amazing.
Cool. I'll check
Um,
that out.
The next one, we got a trailer for a game called The Medium,
Mm-hmm.
and I was watching it with a group in here, and it got to a certain point, and I literally paused and went, "Oh my god," because like music started playing, and it reminded me of Silent Hill 2.
Ah.
Had the same kind of like vibe to it, like it's like supernatural, had like realist, it had real people, and that
Oh,
kind of
looked
thing. And they
good.
were walking out, and the world was kind of like morphing and shit. And then at the very end of the trailer, had a guy talking, and they announced that the composer for the music was the guy that worked on Silent Hill 2.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
It had that same kind of just like
Oh, there's
generic
Cass.
like acoustic guitar riff, like
What?
country rock music that starts playing. That's in like
Say what,
Silent Hill
Cass?
2 and Silent Hill 3.
Sorry,
No, I was just
anyway.
wondering why we were staring at your ceiling for so long.
Oh, it was actually the sound of my computer because I was blowing my nose.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
I
Well,
don't
thank you
want
then.
to turn anything off or do anything.
Thank you then.
This,
Yeah,
exactly.
so you're talking
This
about like
program is
the vocal
confusing.
tracks from the Silent Hill games?
Say what?
You were talking about like you meant like the vocal tracks from the Silent Hill games?
No, the actual like guitar tracks, like the just like the general like ambient music.
Oh, okay.
It would play like maybe when you're like walking through the town when it's not all fucked up looking, and there's like
Yeah.
that kind of calming like generic guitar.
I
You
really
hear
like
in
the
like a country
music.
west town, that kind of thing. That music
Silent
started
Hill
playing,
games.
and I go, "Oh my god, it's fucking Silent Hill 2."
Nice.
and
is the same
yeah, again,
composer.
and it's another cinematic trailer. There's not telling much about the game, but it looks like it is a horror game. It actually does kind of look like Silent Hill.
It does. It really does. It looks really good
And
too. The
yeah,
graphics
so
look
it's
really
called
great.
it's called The Medium. So
The Medium. All
it
right,
has something to
cool.
do with this lady is pregnant, and it's like there's something growing inside of her. Because
And it's
Oh,
giving her,
lovely.
and she's got
it's
visions
one of those
from
that
it.
it keeps shifting, like almost like shifting realities.
Yeah,
Giving it
like-
it's part of her visions. Yeah,
that sounds.
And yeah, and it's like the thing
yeah.
inside of her is changing every time it shifts realities.
Mm-hmm.
kind of cool.
It's kind of fucked up looking.
Interesting.
Looks neat. I mean, you'll love it, Sean. I mean, it looks right up your alley.
But how
Yeah,
does
no,
this
it
tie
sounds
into
like it.
Death Stranding?
The Death Stranding connected universe.
Hey, Norman Reedus and his amazing fetus needs to be left alone. So, I'm glad that spread around and became.
Boom! Holy shit! Thanks, Christopher.
Oh,
I think
hey.
007 007 just took over. Well, yeah, but it comes up as Christopher. 007 just took over as stream boss again. Thank you very much, dude.
Yay!
Says, boom, keep up the great work. Regards, 007. Okay, we will.
I'll try.
So the next game on the old demo here is a game called Bright Memory Infinite.
Oh, yeah.
A game I literally put in my notes as everything the game. Because it literally, it throws you in to this trailer, and it starts off, and let's see, what are all the games we listed? It has elements of, it starts off looking like
Call
Titanfall.
of Duty.
No, see, I'm not going to use Call of Duty. I'm going to use Titanfall, because that's what it more reminds me of.
Fracture?
Titanfall.
No, Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm. Yeah, so like it jumps from, fucking Titanfall over to Bulletstorm, then over to Mirror's Edge, then over to...
There's like some sword play in there.
There's a sword play in it that reminds you of Shadow Warrior.
Mm.
And it's like all happening at once. He's like a modern military guy, and he's like running sideways on walls. He's doing the whole like side pistol thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Then he has
look what I can do in the game.
You can
lasso.
fire them 2 pistols while leaping.
He has like a
sideways
lasso
to the air.
thing that they could drag him around the map, and also drag enemies towards him. And they go in slow mo, and he can like shoot and punch. He's got like a falcon punch kind of thing. Then he pulls out a sword, and he can sword slash people.
We were talking
then
about
out of nowhere, and the whole time it's raining, and then out of nowhere, like a dude from another dimension shows up, and he's like a staff and a sword, and he's slicing that guy up, and it's like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, I was explaining, it's like all those first-person shooters like Inversion, Fracture, and Bulletstorm, where they just had their like literally lied in one gimmick, except they're like, let's do all the gimmicks.
I mean, like, and all of this happened
Look what I can
in
do.
like the first like 30 seconds of this fucking trailer, and it's like, holy shit, So it's just
Too much.
And the whole time you're in like a dojo, and it's like raining and dark and lightning, and it's like, it's kind of like a sensory overload. Kind of like.
Cool.
It's, yeah.
Everything the game.
Everything the game.
It looks fun, but it looks overwhelming. Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like that. You'll be playing, fucking, Twister with your fingers. But so the next game here is a game called Chorus. I think that's how you say it. Chorus. Chorus.
Yep.
It literally looks like Hellblade in space.
Mm-hmm.
It has like this whole thing about a character. It almost looks possessed.
Mm-hmm.
She's got like markings all over her face. She looks like the main character from Hellblade. But she's like in a spacesuit, and the ships can like morph and fly in like supersonic speeds. And there's this Overlord thing that's like in the background, and it's all weird looking.
And there's a sequel to Hellblade coming.
Yep, Hellblade 2.
Do we know when that's coming out? Does that have a release date yet?
Whenever the Series X comes out.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know. There's no date, I don't think.
Wait a minute, it's not
Quarter
Xbox
4, I think.
The
exclusive,
assumption
is
is
it?
sometime this year.
Wait a minute,
Maybe
wait a minute.
November.
Oh no, we already had this discussion. It's coming out on PC as well, just not
Yeah.
PlayStation, because fuck Microsoft.
Yes.
Yes, it's coming out on the Windows Store. Correct.
Yes.
You have fun buying it through the Windows Store.
Or you'll
You have
probably be
fun with
available.
that.
I bet you'll be available for the Xbox Pass. I bet.
So yeah, Chorus, Hellblade in space, or
Which
as
is
I
way
put,
cheaper. It's
in space.
That's why I bought the Xbox Pass so I could play Forza Horizons, and it cost me like $5 whole. Hey, look at that! Hey, $5 whole, play Forza Horizon and like 5 or 6 other games.
5 Forza Horizon dollars for 5 for
Yeah.
5 ra.
Yeah.
5 Horizon.
That's okay. I type like I.
So
speak.
explain to me and other PlayStation owners who don't know what it is. What is this Xbox Pass that supposedly lets you
pay
play
$5
games on
if
PC?
If you have the console, you get access to a whole bunch of Xbox originals.
Yeah.
The PC has a select group of them that are also available on PC. So
you can play them on
most
PC.
of the Xbox core games are available on the Pass, but there's some additional other games that are available only for the Xbox not
yeah,
for the PC.
the common misconception was that like every Xbox game would be playable on PC.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Just
it's
the
literally
first
it's
party.
That's
all
how
it is.
somebody
Well, it's not
was
even all
describing
first
it to
party.
me.
It's literally any Xbox and Xbox. Any
Xbox, hey.
Hey, any of the Xbox games. Hey, um, any Xbox games that had gotten a PC release at some point
Yeah. Okay.
are available through this Game Pass service. So if you and it was the whole if you bought the Xbox version, you'll have the PC version also, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I pay $5 a month to basically play
So-
Sea of Thieves
Yeah,
and
and
Forza
there's
Horizon.
and pretty much
So-
it gives you access to a couple of games that you can just play.
So you
So-
can get more if you get it on the Xbox, because then you got all the backwards.
Yeah, like I had
compatible
Game
Xbox
Pass,
stuff, but-
and when I bought my Xbox One, I bought a copy of Killer Instinct,
Okay.
and Killer Instinct has a PC version.
Ah.
And so because I had the Xbox version, all I had to do is do the Xbox Game Pass on my PC, and have it linked to my account, and it said, "Oh yeah, you've verified and downloaded
Don't get the
it on your
controller
Xbox.
sticky.
Do you want the PC version?" And you go, "Okay."
Okay.
So you have to verify you own the game in some fashion, either on PC or on the Xbox.
I see.
So that's Game Pass pretty much.
Like PS
anyway.
has whatever. Well, are you thinking of PlayStation Plus warranties? Like PlayStation Plus gives you.
Now?
Oh no, you're thinking of PlayStation Now. PS Now. That's what it is. PS Now. Yeah, that's basically what it is. PS Now lets you play older games.
Yeah. Then there's the newer part of Game Pass, which is like PlayStation, PS Now, where it has a select group of games that are just you can play at any point in time, and some of them are available for PC because they're cross
Yeah.
compatible.
So it's digital versions of PlayStation 2 and 3 games.
Right.
With 1080p rendering.
Yep.
So I assume that applies to the PS3 games as well? Or does it? Or is it only the PS2 games?
I don't know. Because I know some of those games stream; they don't actually play natively on your system. I think the PS3 games actually stream.
Yeah.
They don't actually play.
Yeah, I know the
Correct.
PS2 ones you download and install, so you have them on your hard drive.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah, I wouldn't say Xbox passes for everybody, but if you get your $5 worth, you're good.
$5.
Yeah, it's for the basic PC one. You can get up to Xbox Gold to do like even more games and
Yeah.
Right.
more features that I don't have because I don't have a console, so I don't get it.
Makes sense.
It's only $15. It's actually quite reasonable for a lot of these subscription services that give games free. So I like all of them. I think there's nothing a wrong thing with any of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next game here, Second Extinction, is another first-person shooter, and it's kind of like it looks like it's going to be a squad-based game,
Mm-hmm.
or it has the ability to be a squad-based up to 3 players.
I think I heard of this one, yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of where you're just. It kind of reminds me of Left 4 Dead in a weird way.
Okay.
Except you're fighting off like mutant dinosaurs.
Right.
Look pretty cool.
And it's like just trying to survive kind of thing.
Dinosaurs!
And it looks delightfully
Dinosaurs.
creepy in some areas. And the dinosaurs, or what I think are dinosaurs, looking nicely mutated and all
They're
weird looking. Because
Dino somethings for sure.
Because it's on an
Dino
alien
zombies.
planet, so they're like alien dinosaurs.
Ah, okay.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So
Indigenous to that planet's
They're
environment.
indigenous dinosaurs to that ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look different. They're definitely not Earth dinosaurs. They're
Uh,
dinosaurs. You can tell that they are.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're definitely they're based off T-Rexes and Velociraptors and shit.
Yep.
Cool.
So the next one here is a game called Scarlet Nexus,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a game by Bandai Namco, and it kind of reminds me of these are going to be games you know nothing about. Kind of reminds me of Astral Chain mixed with Persona.
I've heard of
The art style
Persona.
looks very Persona.
The art style is very much Persona, where it's like everything in the world is kind of realistic looking, except the main character is definitely cel shaded, drawn right out of an anime.
Interesting.
Yes. It's a
And
nice look, actually.
yeah, and it's some kind of action, hack and slash JRPG. But again, I said the trailer was mostly cinematic, so I didn't really show much about the actual game. But it does. It kind of also some of the elements kind of remind me a bit of Zone of the Enders when it comes to, like, there are some mechs in it, and they kind of have the same kind of look to them.
Yeah.
And yeah, just it's hard to explain without just like having you just go watch it.
Okay.
So the far distant future, humanity's last hope falls into the hands of an elite group of psionic soldiers who battle an invincible threat. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the one that had you're fighting pots full of pots and plants with legs and evil bone tails.
Flowers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, most of them are
beasts.
flowers. Like their heads are flowers, like actual potted plant flowers.
Interesting.
Like imagine a bouquet of roses.
Yeah.
That's the entire top
It
half of
spawns
the
like
enemy.
some goat legs and
Yes.
a bone tail and come to kill you.
It's so weird looking. I love it. It's like it's very much. What it reminds me of. It reminds me of those beasts at the end of In the Mouth of Madness, where you see them for a brief second,
Mm-hmm.
and you get that guy that's like "Bleh," in the ground, and like there's one guy going "Bleh," in the ground, but right behind him is this giant tentacle monster going "Bleh, bleh," at the plant. Like it's wild.
The other thing I can think of is
creature design.
imagine the plant from Little Shop of Horrors sprouting legs and big demon teeth and trying to come
Yep.
after you.
Okay then.
And you kill it as a sword wielding anime guy.
Yep, it's pretty
There you
cool
go.
looking.
Um, And last but certainly not least, probably the biggest like, oh my god, they announced it, and oh my god, we got a story trailer. The Last of Us Part 2 got the official story trailer, and yeah.
Woohoo!
Good.
It looks like poor, what's her name, Ellie?
Ellie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, shit hit the fucking fan hard
Yes.
for her.
Now they pushed the release date up again for that, didn't they? Because of
They did.
guessing because of the leak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're getting some kind of digital release, presumably.
I believe so. Let me.
I would expect so.
Yeah.
Last of Us Part 2.
At some point,
June. Sometime in June. Yeah, that's what I heard. Was sometime in June.
someday.
I don't know the exact date though.
Let me see. May 29th.
May. So this month.
Yeah.
Well, holy shit. I should chop up my original Last of Us playthrough and put it up on YouTube. Would you guys like to see that? Comment down below. I played all of The Last of Us, including
No, I'm sorry.
including
June
Left
19th.
Behind.
It was
so
May 29th. It got pushed to June 19th.
I'm not asking you assholes. I'm asking the viewers. They're the ones that matter.
Ouch.
Wow.
I read that backwards. So.
All right.
Rude.
So yeah, June 19th is the official release date. That's the pushback date because it was May 29th due to the delay from the coronavirus. So, but yeah, like I said, the story trailer, as I think like I said, you've played The Last of Us, right?
Yes.
So you know the story.
Yes.
I'd highly recommend watching the trailer at least.
I'm
just
sure
to kind
I
of,
will.
just to get yourself in the mood because you're
Well,
you're gonna look at it, you're gonna be like, holy
Well,
shit.
I watched the previous trailer that they put out a little while ago. So,
This one, like I said, it goes full bore into story.
yeah.
Like, what's happening.
June
and setting up.
19th, Michelle? Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Eric mentioned that 3 fucking times.
Yeah, I literally said, I corrected myself and said it 3
I'm
times.
sorry, I was distracted by you guys being assholes and Rosie talking from the cheap seats. I apologize if I missed a detail.
I said, and now that I can't see you on cam and there's a delay in the chat, I didn't know if you had your headphones off or not.
No. I was just talking to the
So yeah,
munchkin for a
June
sec.
19th.
June? Is it June or May? June? Michelle, is it June? Alright.
Anyway, that was
Michelle
the last
knows.
bit
She
there,
knows
but
what.
I wanted to save the best for
going
last,
on
which was
I know.
that trailer. And that's all the video game news that's fit to geek this week.
Excellent.
Yay.
So, pickups, and thank you very much, Eric. So, pickups, everybody. Who's got pickups? Who's got pickups?
I got jack
I
shit.
got 2.
Stout has 2. Eric has nothing.
You got
Skinslip?
me. Is that not enough?
It's more than
Is that 9? You have nothing?
10.
10. Okay. Cass, did you get anything?
Yes, I have 1 pickup.
You have 1. Okay.
1.
Let's see. New cast here. Let's see if I can put it in full screen. Okay. Yep, this will work. Okay. Well, Cass, why don't you go first?
Sure.
I also have 1, by the way. Just 1 this week. Yep. Anytime now.
Whenever you're ready, buddy.
You got center
A
stage.
mulch
You'll see it in a
is
second.
layer
What?
of material applied to the
Oh my
surface
God.
Holy
of soil.
shit.
Reasons
Oh
for applying
my God.
include conservation of soil
Oh
moisture,
my God.
improving fertility and health of the soil,
He goes, you'll see it in a second. I'm like, what's he doing?
reducing
Cast
weed
triggered
growth, and enhancing
How long
the
is-
visual
how long is mulch?
appeal of the
We'll
area.
be here for a while.
A mulch is
Oh, okay.
usually, but not
So what's mulch?
exclusively,
Yeah.
organic in
What's
nature,
mulch?
It's a
It
sound
may
of the
be
soundboard
permanent,
that costs 10,000
such
bits.
as plastic sheeting,
$100.
or temporary, such as bark chips. It may be applied to bare soil or around existing plants. Mulches of manure or
I'm amazed that you read that for that
compost
long
will be
without laughing.
incorporated
Yeah.
naturally
As giggly as you
into
are,
the
I'm amazed that
soil
you're able to.
by the
He takes it,
activity of
Jake. That's better.
worms and other organisms.
The great thing about it is there's no way
The
to stop it now.
process is
It has
used
to run its
both
course.
How long
in
is it? I forgot.
commercial crop
It's about 10
production
minutes.
5 minutes.
and
Oh my
in gardening,
God.
and
10
when
minutes.
applied correctly,
Oh my
can
God.
dramatically improve
Oh my
soil
God.
And Cass
productivity.
officially goes down in history.
Many materials are used as
There's a
mulches,
pause, like, oh, it's
which
over.
are used
Nope.
to retain
The
soil
long pause, the
moisture,
trolly long
regulate soil temperature,
Such an asshole. I love it.
suppress weed growth.
And it's like
and
you're talking
for
really
aesthetics.
slowly.
I
They
know.
are applied to
Purposefully.
the soil.
Well,
You
okay.
slowed it down.
Now
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Around
I read it
trees,
slowly
paths,
initially,
flower beds,
and then I slowed it down
to
more.
prevent soil erosion on slopes and in production areas
That was awesome.
for flower and vegetable
Great.
crops.
Sorry, new people who just showed up.
Mulch
You have to wait for the
layers
stupid
are
sound
normally
for the show to
Go ahead.
continue.
We're learning all about mulch here. Shush.
centimeters
This is important.
or
Shut
more
up.
For any
deep.
Fuck mulch.
do-it-yourself
Applied.
gardeners,
They are applied at various times
It's
of
like-
the year depending on the purpose. Towards the beginning
Wherever the
of
grass
the
thing
growing
grows.
season,
Oh,
mulches serve initially to warm the
You'll
soil
probably actually
by
go
helping it
do a section of mulch
retain
in your
heat,
garden by the time
which
it's fucking
is
finished.
lost
Now,
in the
John,
Yes.
you can
night.
see if you can make an even longer one called
This
compost.
allows early seeding.
that was part of the
and
experiment, was to see
transplanting
what
of
was the
certain
longest
crops.
sound we
Ah,
could
yeah.
do where it would
Encourages
still be,
faster
you know,
growth.
decently audible.
As the
And this was about the
season
threshold.
progresses, mulch stabilizes
I feel like you need to do a
the
compost
soil
companion run,
temperature and
Compost
moisture,
companion.
Maybe it's really
and
quick.
prevents
I don't know.
the
For even more
growing
money.
of weeds
It's over in
from
like 30
seeds.
seconds.
Well, 10,000 is
In
actually the limit.
temperature
That's the highest you can
climates,
charge for any one
The
button.
effect of mulch
Screw
is
you,
dependent
game.
upon the
is
time
so
of
worth it.
year they
Oh my
are
God.
applied,
This is epic.
and when
You just help pay
applied
for the
in
bills, too.
fall and
I
winter.
forgot how
are
gloriously dull I
used
made this,
to
too. I mean, it's
delay
just...
the
I
growth
muted it. I
of
don't think it's still
perennial
going. I
plants,
muted it because it was
Yeah.
boring.
and in the
Well, it's supposed to
spring,
be. The
or
rest of us will
prevent
suffer.
growth in
Gladly.
winter during
Let Michelle
warm
listen.
spells, which limits
That's
freeze-thaw
right.
damage.
Holy crap,
The
shut up.
effect of mulch upon
Love you,
soil
Michelle.
moisture content is complex. Mulch forms a layer between the soil and the atmosphere, preventing sunlight from
You gotta stick it out to
reaching
the end, though. The end
soil
is beautiful on this.
surface, thus reducing evaporation. However, mulch can also prevent water from reaching the soil by absorbing or blocking water from light rains. In order to maximize the benefits of mulch,
This is the
while
worst thing you've ever done in your
minimizing
entire
its
life.
negative influences,
This fulfills
it is
the educational
often
requirement of our
applied
text.
in
Get off my
late
chair, please.
spring or
Thank you.
early summer,
Oh, God.
when soil temperatures have risen sufficiently, but soil moisture content is still relatively high.
Zarenizer, if he were a teacher.
Permanent mulch is also widely used and valued for its simplicity, as popularized by author Ruth Stout, who said, quote, "My way is simply to keep a thick mulch
Feel
of
eternity
any
slipping by.
vegetable matter that
My
rots
mortality is
on
literally
both
leaking
sides
away.
of my vegetable and flower garden all year
Still
long.
going.
In the background. What the
As
fuck
it
is wrong with you?
decays and enriches
I love
the
Rosie's
soils,
response.
I
That's
add
classic.
more."
Listen.
End quote.
Hold my cup.
Plastic mulch used in large-scale commercial
going.
production is laid down with a tractor-drawn or
This sounds
standalone
like,
layer of
What I expect
plastic
from my
mulch.
history teacher when I go into high school.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
usually
It's like
part
drone
of a sophisticated mechanical process where raised beds are formed.
Yes, what do you
Plastic
get $100
is
for?
rolled out
It's
on
still
top,
going.
and seedlings are transplanted through it. Drip
Hey, gotta give that
irrigation
10,000
is
bits
often
worth, you know?
required, with drip tape laid under the plastic, as plastic mulch is impermeable to water.
Need the drip tape
Materials
under the layer.
used as mulches vary and depend on a number of factors. Use takes into consideration availability, cost,
Just when you think it's over.
appearance,
I love the
effect
pause.
it
You
has
think
on
it's
the
over.
soil,
It's
And
like
then
the
it
most
just keeps
uncomfortable road
chemical
trip ever. You just want to get to your
reactions and
destination so you can
pH,
get out of the car.
durability,
like.
combustibility, rate of decomposition, and how clean it
You
is.
shush, Michelle.
Some can contain weed seeds or plant pathogens. A variety of
Lord.
materials
It's
are
still
used
going.
as mulch, such as organic residues, grass clippings, leaves, hay, straw, kitchen scraps,
He's
comfrey,
the last third of the show.
shredded bark, whole bark nuggets, sawdust, shells, wood chips, shredded newspaper,
Jesus,
cardboard,
Jesus, take the
wool,
wheel.
animal
Jesus, take the
manure,
wheel.
etc. Many of these materials also
like
act
gardening.
as a direct
It's not even gardening.
What
compositing
drugs is
system,
Oh, here. Oh.
such as the mulched clippings of a mulching
Compositing.
lawnmower or other organics applied as sheet compositing. Composting, not compositing.
Oh my god, is it done? Oh, son of a bitch.
We're not talking about
was done.
film production. We're talking about motherfucking mulch. God damn it.
We got to the end.
And that's the end, yeah.
Oh my god.
We're
That's
not
fucking
talking
ending.
about film production. We're talking
Never
about
fear.
motherfucking mulch.
Oh, Cass, that was the best $100 you ever spent on the stream.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Here, Mario.
So-
Mario is here.
Thank you. So, any other pickups, Cass?
No. That was a good chunk of, yeah.
Wow. I learned so
Car's
much.
in jail. Play it again.
And
No.
1 and a
Actually,
2
what a
and a
power
mulch.
Um,
I think I died a little inside. If I
That is painful. That is actually painful.
so
Jeez, I was
satisfied right now.
contemplating dentistry. Like, that's what was happening during that.
That was more interesting to think about.
Less painful. Less terrifying.
Well, there
I'm
you
reminded
go.
of that episode of The Office when Michael sits down Dwight and Jim and is reading off the list of Dwight's complaints about Jim.
Oh, God. Okay.
And then the one where he's like, everybody in the office has called me Dwayne all day. And then it cuts to like an interview with Jim, and he's like, "Yeah, I paid everybody $5, and it was totally worth it." That's how I'm feeling right now about it.
Yes.
I'm like, that was a big chunk of the money I made for tax work today, but that was totally worth it.
Thank you so much, Cass. That was
Now it's a command.
unexpected and delightful. I forgot.
And
just,
now anyone can type mulch and you can get it.
I forgot just how perfectly boring I made that too. Like that was amazing.
Ben Stein, that's better than Ben
Mike,
Stein.
thank you.
That's
If somebody
Jesus.
if somebody can
Thank
make a
you.
highlight of the entire thing, I'll update the command. But until then,
No, you can't.
There's a
We're
30
not doing a highlight of the whole thing. You want the whole thing? You pay your 10,000 bits. But
all right,
we'll
well, there's
have
a highlight.
We'll have the
first 30
highlight
seconds.
of the first 30 seconds. That's fine.
Well, Drum made a clip of it, which I'm eternally grateful for.
Yes. Well, we definitely need the moment for sure. Okay. Let's see.
Which way should I go now?
Which way should I go now?
Oh God.
Yes, I know. It's amazing. There's so many more sounds on that soundboard than just elf, burp, and evil. I feel like everybody's forgotten just how much there actually is on that soundboard. Anyway, well, let's do Skinslip because you got the most. Go!
Oh shit. Oh,
Surprise! You look beautiful. Go on.
Okay.
Let's do it.
First
do this.
and most important thing I got as my pickups. I got a bra, motherfucker.
There you go.
I got a goddamn bra. And I posted on Twitter. Your bitch just got her first bra. $25 from my PayPal, and you can see it. And like, I actually got enough response that I might be starting an OnlyFans.
Hey, there you go.
You know, hey, you want to
that's-
see me naked? We might have
That's
work out
money
for
in
you.
the bank. That's money
Don't
in the
tell
bank.
me. I don't want to know. Keep your frapping to yourself.
Whatever
even-
you're doing,
even
I
know
don't
it.
care. Just keep throwing money.
It's very comfortable for the most part, but just feel like a tiny shirt. So,
There you go. Very nice.
and so next, I got some things I ordered during my depression. I got some action figures. I'm gonna
Yay,
show the
depression
card
mail.
first.
That's always the best
So
stuff.
I got this Crossbones figure. I'll show the
Cool.
figure in a moment.
Okay, so there's the
And then
box.
I got two retro figures, and they came in these classic 1993 styled
Oh, nice.
package.
That's
Nice.
so cool.
Oh, good
So,
for you.
These are reprints of
Thanks,
older,
Michelle.
popular Marvel Legends figures that haven't been released in a while. They come
Yeah.
with different accessories and new paint jobs.
Cool.
So about this. So yeah, I got the 1980s Crossbones. This is the classic comic book one,
That looks cool.
right? And I was like, I can't just get him. I have like 3 Captain Americas, but I also had to get the 80s Captain America. And look at the detail work on his chest here.
Oh, yeah.
It even has the scale mail of the 80s.
Yeah.
These are supposed to go together. These were meant to. These released really close to each other, so they're supposed to go together. This was designed from the issue in which they're fighting. So.
Oh, okay. There
Yeah.
you go.
But I've got like Cap Wolf, so he's got like these harnesses to hold his shield on his back, and I've got another Captain America that has a bunch of different hands, and so like between them I have like this ultimate Captain America with all these accessories, and there's another Captain America I get. Oh, this one actually came with a hand that has his hand outstretched like.
Have to interrupt for a sec. We got the hype train going, everybody. First hype train of the night. We're sitting at 15%, 17%. We might have to wait for the hype train to finish, then we'll continue. Hype train! Woo! Hype train!
Wow, that was the most hoarse my voice has ever been.
Hype train! Feel the hype! Oh, hype! Hype in the train of the hype! Skinslip is asleep.
But I don't care about the hype train. It can happen while we're talking. Like, I don't get it.
Well, I'd have to hype up the people for the hype train. Do you not understand how the hype train works? It's hype! You have to hype it!
It runs
Keep
on
the hype going! Hype is the fuel for the hype train. No hype, no fuel, no hype train! It's not complicated! Thank you, Smeghound and Michelle and Iceman.
Freak.
Hype!
What the fuck are those things on your head?
Wrong with
What
you?
is...
I don't know.
Little demons? What the
Demons
fuck?
on my head? What are you talking about? Where?
I think they were actually gingerbread men.
No,
They were like
I just
demons.
have money flying into my face. Hey, Vezius. Holy, how many months is that? And somebody pounding on the wall. It's not really pounding on the wall. It's that silly knock again. Vezius, 19 months. We're at 49%. Come on, guys. If we hit 100%, we all get new emotes. Another one from another 100 bits from Michelle, bringing us up to 51.
2 minutes left.
Come on, guys. Hype up the hype.
I'm sorry, I'm
Great.
mulched out.
Yeah. Holy shit, Duncan Large dropping a 1,000-bit bomb. And
Ooh.
I am Rudolph, apparently, in May. Oh. Duncan just put us to 71%. Come on, guys. Let's get the
90
hype going
seconds.
here. You're the fucking hosts of the show. Put some feeling into it. 81%.
30 in the morning. All my feeling died off.
Hype, I'm giving John money. Hype.
Great.
There you go.
Okay.
Come do a hype train on my channel for some time, huh? Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Hype. Hype.
And I'm the devil. And we're at 81%. 81%. Come on, we're almost there, guys. We've come this far. Let's push it over. 91%. I'm going Super Saiyan. We just need 9 more percent hype. 9% more hype.
Oh, please fail so we can get on with the fucking show.
Seconds.
We're at like, all right, you stop it, all right?
Believe.
I've got
You
to be
have
the
to
fucking
believe.
heel. No,
No,
fail,
you don't
fail,
have to be
fail,
a fucking
fail.
heel. 9% more. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There we go. Duncan Large bringing us to 100%.
Woohoo!
Level 1. Daft punking our way into level 1. Excellent. Hi.
I want to join. Yes, I still.
Oh, there. Oh, we have 2. There's 2 of us. Dance. Dance before it goes away.
I don't really feel bad for me
No, it's
double
gone.
seven. It's fine.
Gone.
I'm just waiting my turn. It's no big deal.
Wow. Complain more, please.
I'm not complaining though. He commented poor Skinslip. I'm like, I'm fine.
Alright.
Don't feel bad for me. I'm
Oh,
fine.
okay. Yes.
I
No.
mean, I feel bad for Cass. He gets interrupted more than anyone else. So don't feel bad for me. Just continue
Oh my
feeling
God.
bad for Cass. All right.
You need to just stop
Yeah.
talking
I'm
now.
used to it.
But you get the worst. You know, you purposely
Has
interrupt.
like 30 years of experience.
Yeah, but
in
that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
our
you have to deal with
shtick.
30 years.
There's
That's
a
true, yeah.
difference. It's part of our shtick.
It really is, because as I think back to childhood
I know.
stuff, I've realized how many of Sean and I's legendary inside joke moments
Yes.
have actually come from him hijacking the story.
Exactly. It's
Well, I
part
get
of.
part of the show. I'm not saying it isn't part of the show. My point is, you've had to deal with 30 years, so I'm like, what am I going to complain about? Like, whatever. I don't know,
Okay.
I'm just going to chill here. No big deal.
All right.
I'm cool.
Anyway, we got
Can you motherfuckers get it past level 2 this time? You've never made it past level 2.
Never made it past level 2. You got 3.5 minutes.
I honestly don't think you fuckers have it in you.
3.5 minutes
Yeah.
to push it past level 2.
You'd
Y'all
really
a bunch of
have to
quitters.
start like donating some
Ow.
subs or something. you
Well,
know,
yeah, it's like bits, gift subs,
the gift
soundboard,
subs are the
soundboard
one
counts.
that give you the most towards
Gift
it.
subs are
So
big thing.
Do they? Yeah, subs, gift subs,
Yeah.
bits, soundboard, anything that uses bits, basically. Do.
Yeah, beat off Christopher from
Yeah,
the,
even
boss category.
007 is challenging you to knock him off the boss status there. He's only got 1350 hit points left.
Knock him out the box, Luke.
I
Knock
think.
him out.
Are we all tapped out already? Is that it? We're not even going to try to get level 2 today? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You can do it.
probably.
There's 46 of you. Between you all, you must have enough to get the hype
I'm trying to be as
going.
encouraging as your mulch explanation. Okay?
I encourage
You can do
the
it.
finest use of mulch
I
for your gardening.
believe in you.
You're an evil boss.
Hype.
That's funny.
Oh, another 300 from
Hype
Smeghound.
train
There we go.
is
Oh my god, man. I will
The
fucking
hype
end you.
train
I will come to your house and end you, you motherfucker. I have your address.
helps to engage viewers
Know where you live.
by participating in hype.
I know where you live too, motherfucker.
This can be an exciting and engaging activity for the viewers in participating more actively in the stream.
6% with 90 seconds left.
I don't know. I don't think they can do it. I don't think they can do it.
Yeah. That's the problem, though,
Yeah.
It's hard to level at past level 2.
Well, also when you don't have like 10,000 viewers. I mean, I'm amazed we get it as high as we do.
Honestly, you only need I think 300.
Maybe
So,
yeah.
you're a sixth of the way there.
That's
you're
true.
there.
That's
Sixth of the
true.
way there.
The sixth, yeah.
That's actually not that bad, actually.
Yeah.
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 The show gets more and more viewers each week. It's not
Yeah,
bad. You know?
no, absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
slow and
And,
steady growth.
and a lot of them stick around too, which is definitely important. So they
That's
don't
because
just
we're awesome. Duh.
we are awesome. Viewer retention,
Play Freebird.
maximum show flow, Freebird.
Stairway to heaven.
Third.
Oh, hold on, I'll get it. No, wait, I know it. Hold on.
Lord.
I just need that
Almost
GIF
done.
thing on loop of the guy walking up and pointing to the sign that says "No stairway to heaven."
Come sail away, come sail away.
Come
That
sail
sequence-
away.
It's like the first
Lord.
three
Come,
notes.
then sail away. And
No,
the
yeah.
hype train has left the building. Hey, we got a hype train emote. There we go. But hey, we hit level
Good
1 again, so we
job.
got something. We got a little something.
I hope you got a good one.
I think we all got the same thing.
Oh,
We got
no, you
the chest, the hype chest. Excellent. All right. Well, we never know when the hype train's going to hit. Usually it's at the top of the show because that's when most people blow their bits low that they've been saving up all week. This is the first time it's interrupted pickups, but that's
True.
okay. You know, it's all part of the fun.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Skinslip, part 2. So cool action figures, and then what?
Well, and still the action figures, and then
Okay,
I've got this
more action
awesome
figures.
Frank Castle.
Oh, nice. I like
Now
that.
here's the thing, I'm one of these people. I bought this for the head that this came with, not this head, but the other head.
Okay.
I have it stored away, but there's another head that looks very similar to this head,
Oh yeah.
but he's yelling.
Uh-huh.
So I bought this because
right. Yeah.
I'll have it. I have a Punisher, but then I'll have an extra head with him yelling, so he doesn't look so bored while kicking everyone's asses.
Right. I remember you complaining about that.
It's my only complaint. It has like 8 hands, but no extra hands. Like I would have been okay with one less pair of hands and an extra head instead.
An extra head of him yelling. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Some action face. So when he's doing action.
Yeah.
You know.
Totally.
Right, I don't. He's not gonna.
Action face.
1 second. I'm just gonna pack them away. I have more. Just I'm gonna make space real quick.
Okay.
And the easiest way to do that is put it back in the box.
Emergency tidy.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So I heard this was going on in print, and I didn't know if anyone had gotten the rights. I'm friendly. I would say almost friends with 1 or 2 Blu-ray producers. So I get a lot of insider information, and I knew this was going on in print a while ago. And I ordered it, and then like the next day they announced on their thing that it was going out of print, and it took 2 weeks to get here. But
Yeah.
Electric Light in Blue.
Ah, never heard of it.
It's a revenge film. I know the title's misleading. The title sounds like it's some sort of dancing movie.
Yeah.
But it's a cop revenge film. It's
Oh.
actually supposed to be really good. I haven't seen it.
I like that cover.
I do too.
The painting. Yeah.
There's no additional color. It's the only cover I got. So
Wow.
I like it. It's art. That's all that matters.
I love painting.
One of my favorite things is
poster
to
art.
have art on my covers and
Yeah.
English on the spine. That's my only requirement. Those are my. I wish every release had at least an art cover and English on the spine. I don't
Yeah.
care if it's got a foreign poster. It's fine, but I want to be able to read it on my shelf without going, "What in the Vanati mean?" I don't remember what movie that is. You know?
Or a bunch of kanji or something. And it's
Yes,
like,
a bunch of kanji. Oh,
what
I'm
the
like,
fuck is that?
Or worse, some like Cyrillic one. I'm like, I have no idea where to begin with that. It's a completely foreign language for me. Like,
yeah.
yeah. And next, speaking of naughty pictures, I may or may not have traded some naughty pictures for Creep Show.
Oh, you finally got it. Nice.
Finally.
That's a nice addition.
Yeah.
I got that, I think, from
It's
Sunrise.
not as good as the Arrow two.
It's an Arrow wannabe hardbox edition, honestly. But
I would describe almost everything Scream Factory does now as the Arrow one.
Ouch. But that said, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was a nice
Good release.
it's a classy edition for Scream Factory.
There's a giant stack of special features, so I'm not
yeah.
complaining about this. Good release they did.
I think it's got a bunch of the home movie footage that Tom Savini did too, of the making of it.
There's one thing missing from this box that would make it equal to the Arrow poster.
Yeah.
And I know you can pre-order it to get the poster, but no.
Yeah.
Arrows came in the box.
Yeah, I know. Arrows always comes in the box.
Yeah. So
there's no pre-order exclusive bullshit with them.
By a little bit, but you still get a really good release.
Plus, I mean, and around the same time they put that out, they also re-released the comic. They actually reprinted the graphic novel adaptation.
Oh shit! Okay,
so
go check that out.
I got that because the
Next, I
original
bought
is expensive.
3 copies of this fucking movie. Yeah, 3 copies. I bought one for Stoudman, one for Sean, and one for me.
Oh yes, I'm so stoked about that.
It says it's the first found footage film. It is in fact the 3rd found footage film.
Yeah, I think the first is Cannibal Holocaust, isn't it?
The Connection.
Does that predate Cannibal Holocaust?
Yep.
Really?
By like 10 years.
Nothing
happened for 10 years, and Cannibal Holocaust happens, and nothing happens for another 10 years or something, you know?
Yeah.
And then Nick Pearson tape happens. This is also known as UFO abduction.
Nice.
I love this. It's the original VHS cover, in case you're curious.
Excellent.
I remember seeing this cover, so I didn't know that this was this movie. I thought it was an old crappy documentary. But I'm excited to see this again. I haven't seen it in a very long time. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save it to watch with the boys.
Absolutely.
Next, by the way, all of these were pre-ordered. This next stack of these 4 items were pre-ordered last month when I had money, when I made money from said naughty pictures. I've only missed one Vinegar Syndrome archive title, and that is Evil Town. So if you want to sell me your copy of Evil Town, I want it. But I'm keeping up with them because I got Hell Riders.
Nice. I love that cover
It's
too.
a biker action film.
Cool.
Actually, I'm gonna double bill it with Savage Dawn, another biker action film.
I like that too. Very nice.
And then next, I got The Angel Collection, which has this neat.
I remember
split box.
those.
Okay, make sure there's no nudity. Hold on. This neat split box.
Yeah,
It splits open.
that's cool. I remember.
Yeah, I remember
those.
this. I remember this cover specifically. That was famous.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah.
And it comes with. This is why I like Vinegar Syndrome. Comes with 3 individual releases. Plus, I think eventually they're gonna release these separate.
Yeah.
But I flipped them to the original VHS cover style. Not actually original. They reproduced, but
Yeah.
Angel.
Nice.
Avenging Angel, which is the sequel. And Angel 3, the final chapter, which is in fact not the final chapter because there's an Angel 4. But it's completely unrelated to this. It's a sequel in name only. So.
Oh, one of those things. Yeah.
Yep. It's also got a completely different rights holder. So that's why it's not in the collection. That's literally the only reason why it's not in the collection.
Oh, that's okay. You got the ones that matter.
Yes, exactly. I got the original 2, which are the ones that really matter. The third one's
definitely.
Okay. Next, I got the Forgotten Jolly collection.
Oh, I want that so bad.
I know Stoudman should get this.
I
for
wish
sure.
I could afford that.
Oh shit. Okay, no. There's like, oh crap, was there nudity? No, okay. Oh, by the way, this is one of the coolest things. Look at that. That's the cap. The cap comes off.
Yeah.
And reveals the razor blade with a bloody streak a mile long all the way around.
Nice.
So in this one we got The Killer's 1 of 13, which is another. It's like basically a remake of And Then There Were None. 10 Little Indians, whatever it's called.
Oh,
Agatha
okay.
Christie.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, Agatha Christie is the source of the 10 Little Indians, also known as And Then There Were None. That's the revised title because 10 Little Indians is racist, but I'm just saying. It's very popularly known as 10 Little Indians.
Yeah.
That book actually spawned a giallo boom of books.
Okay.
So there's like 5 adaptations of those books that are also movies. So the book's basically been adapted a bunch of times because someone just took the plot from 10 Little Indians and made a movie with it, made their own movie. Anyway,
Okay.
and we got Police Are Blundering in the Dark. I don't know anything about that one.
I love that title.
I know, man, right? Then we got one of 800 movies called Trauma.
Yeah,
This
I've
was from
seen the
1978.
Argento one called Trauma.
Yes.
Just
And they
his
have
first
no
American
alternate art,
film.
by the way. They just have, each one has a different color background with the razor
Guessing
blade
there's
slash.
boobs on there.
Well, oh no, I'm just holding it so you can see the blood.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
There's no, it's just this. It's just, there's no
Oh,
boobs.
gotcha.
I checked. I keep checking. I only forgot once. That's the wrong direction. Fuck. It only actually goes on one way. Last but not least, a little gifty poo from Sean here.
Ah,
We
yes.
got Land Grace, so we can watch that eventually.
At long
someday.
last, yeah.
What?
Did you
Oh,
read
I'm
the
kidding.
note that came with it?
Let's see here.
There should be a gift note.
Wrong one. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I might put it in here. This is my stack of my gift notes. I
Oh,
keep all
okay.
of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I always keep them too.
Yeah, here you go. Hi, Chance. Got tired of waiting for your lazy bitch ass. He didn't put the lazy bitch ass. But here you go. The greatest scene in the history of TV in glorious HD. Plenty of other great scenes too, I'm sure. Enjoy from Sean McLean.
There you go.
I usually keep that stuff in the movies. That's why I was like, oh wait, I kept it in the set. That makes sense.
There you go.
There you go. That was everything.
Yeah.
Pretty big haul, but you know.
I like the part where you said bitch ass.
Yep. I'm done. Who's
Very
next?
good. And Cass is gone. He actually said goodbye in the chat there. So good night, Cass.
Oh. Night,
Good night.
Cass.
Hi, Cass.
Miami Vice
Night,
Watch
Cass.
Party when? Well, I don't know. We'll see. All
Good
all
night,
depends on these
Cass.
folks. Stout and I also both have the Blu-ray set, so Skinslip was the last.
Did we
Wow.
want to announce that mystery movie watch party tomorrow?
Well, I don't know if we're gonna do it for sure. We'll see.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we were going to do that. I thought we were talking about doing it. And some
I
weird
don't know.
reason, so-
Or
Okay,
we do,
sorry
I
about
mean, we could do that, or were we talking about maybe something else? I didn't know it was
Yeah,
something we
we
were
could-
gonna stream. I thought we were just doing it like ourselves. Or
Well, I wanted to do the movie stream because was the whole point. It's
Okay,
a
we can do
silly
that.
movie that you'll, yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I
Possibly.
assumed silly movie based on the title. But we don't have to do it tomorrow. It's fine. I don't care. I just thought we were talking about doing it tomorrow, and then I thought that we had agreed. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
That's okay. No, it's possible. It's just I've got a lot of shit like that I would keep putting off and putting off and putting off, and I kind of want to. I think I'll be in a clearer mindset when I get some of that crossed off the list, and then I won't feel stressed while I'm relaxing watching movies.
Sure thing.
If that makes sense. Okay, Stoud. Last,
Hello.
but certainly not least, in stature or ability to love.
Technically, you're last, but yes.
Yeah.
Totally not
The
creepy.
last one.
What do you got? What did you get this week?
Well, someone named Chance got me this.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be the
Right.
last to get that
Right.
because
Want
Canada.
the,
Yeah.
copy? He has both copies.
Oh, yes, but he's sending
Yes.
it. Okay, gotcha.
Mostly, I
Here's
think
your copy.
Yay.
he has a more stable job than I do.
Still sealed and everything.
Very nice.
No, for-
Thank you.
There's no booklet. I was very sad about that.
Oh, well, that's okay. We got the cool slipcover. That's what's really important.
So it's textured.
It would have been
Right.
nice to have some kind of booklet, though.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just because it's such, what I feel is a very significant film.
It's highly significant.
Yeah, especially in the
It's the first
found,
film
found footage
on
genre.
video.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Sorry.
I remember when we watched that together several years
A
ago.
long time ago.
We're gonna watch it again together once Sean gets.
I don't even remember which
Yeah.
version we watched because I know I had both of them. Like if it was the original or if it was the later TV movie remake version.
I know you. It was probably the original.
Probably.
You're like a show the original first kind of guy.
Quite possibly. I don't remember. I know we watched at least one version of it though.
Yes, I did. Yep.
But
I got a bundle of games, but I mainly got it for one game, and I was like, I'm just gonna either give the others to my nieces and nephew or sell them, whichever comes first.
mhm.
But the main reason I got it was this game, or games
Oh, nice.
rather.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy X and X2 HD Remastered for
And the
PS4.
PS3 version.
Very nice.
Yeah. I was looking into getting the PS3 version, but this came along first. The opportunity to get this came along
get
first.
that
It's
version.
a similar price, say.
And it was sealed too, so I was like,
And it will be
Okay.
slightly better picture quality anyway. So
Twist my arm, why don't you?
better picture
better
quality.
picture quality.
It
I
won't,
guess
but
I could
it's
show you
better.
some of the other things I got.
You'll have
in
the
bundle.
1080p's instead of only 720 of the P's.
Mortal
How-
Kombat
how
for the
ludicrous is it that-
PS3.
Hold on, how ludicrous is it that they called the first game Final Fantasy and had the gall to make 20 more?
Yeah, I
What
know.
the fuck?
I know the actual story behind that.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's nothing like it should be, but
An exact truncated long story short is they were in financial trouble and this was going to be their last big hurrah. If it wasn't successful, they were going to go bankrupt. So it was literally their final fantasy.
It was
okay.
going to be their Final Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah.
that's brilliant,
And
actually.
it massively exploded.
Yeah, of course.
See, I
It's
always-
the juggernaut.
I always took it as a bit of a look how amazing we are thing. It's like it's the Final Fantasy. This is the final word in fantasy role-playing game entertainment. Like it doesn't get any better than this. This is it. After this, you
Well,
won't want to
that's
play
stupid.
anything else. This is the
No, man, I
end.
think you get drastic for that.
So I always
Yeah,
thought
it
it was
was going to be their last hurrah.
it's the final word in
It
fantasy
was the
gaming.
final fantasy.
But yeah, I've never played Final Fantasy X or X2, obviously.
Mhm.
So
Put about 20 hours in that.
wanted to have them.
I
Actually, the only games that I don't have in the franchise, I don't have any after X, obviously.
Yeah.
But of the first 10 and then 10 too, the other ones I don't have are actually two of my favorites. Well, one of them is my favorite, is number 4. And then number 6. I don't have 6.
oh
I don't like 6. And I've explained why to to Sean in the past.
but
I
isn't
explained
that
that
like considered one of the best ones that
It is.
everybody loves?
But there was this
Don't
there's this
forget.
fucking moment in the game where you have to cross this bridge or
All right.
cavern or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like really there's a lot of like mist and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really see where you're going, and if you fuck it up, boy, you better hope you saved recently, because that's it. If you fuck it up, go back to your last save point. I got so fed up going through that shit, just piece by piece, and it taking several fucking hours.
Yeah.
That I literally went in and found like the ROM for it and just fucking save scummed my way through it, because that's how annoying that fucking segment was.
I save scummed
hate that game.
I save scummed the game recently, actually.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park Evolution. I just wanted so badly to play the fucking sandbox, but you have to beat the game.
Oh. So
I'm like, fuck you. I downloaded a game save, like, now I'm gonna play the game.
Now you're gonna do the sandbox.
The game's fine. It's not a bad game. I just really wanted to play the sandbox. That's what I really wanted out of it.
Fair enough. Make your own Jurassic Park.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, of course. Who wouldn't want that? Why isn't that just why isn't that just the game to begin with? Why do you have to earn that after you've bought the game? That's just
in the story campaign mode you're doing that, but it's not nearly as fun as just getting to play with the fucking toy, you know?
Well, yeah.
But that's cool. I made it work.
It's like you have to solve all the mini games on the box of the toy before you're allowed to open the box and play with the toy inside.
That's basically
the moral of the story is that Final Fantasy VI, aka Final Fantasy III in the United States, is the worst Final Fantasy, and nobody should ever play it.
I think they corrected all the numbering with all the re-releases,
and
but
it's really overrated, and I don't know why anybody likes it.
Yeah. Well,
because
of that one part in the game.
Final Fantasy came out during a time where Square and Enix were two separate companies.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's like, it's not like every game ever has that one level that's just a royal pain in the ass that everybody hates. But most people don't judge the entire game by that one level, unless you're Stoudman.
It was just like a traumatic experience for me. So because of the trauma, I'm like, fuck this game.
Yeah. All right. Cool. And so that was your pickup?
Yeah, that's it.
Excellent. Very good. Well, my one pickup this month.
What about Garbage Gamer?
I have 0.
He said already he didn't get anything. That's why I asked first.
Ta-da!
Okay.
Everyone just loves to interrupt the flow.
We got him.
Anyway.
That's right.
I got this. See? Look. They can't see it.
Whoa!
I'll turn my camera on for this part, and we'll have double me.
I was just gonna wait 15 seconds, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this movie. Look, just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I actually first bought this sight unseen on Laserdisc back in the day because the Laserdisc was only about $5. There was this clearinghouse that I was getting a lot of new factory sealed Laserdiscs, and so I bought a lot of stuff like as blind buys just to check out some new movies as well as build the Laserdisc collection. I actually think I still have this Laserdisc if I remember correctly. It's over in the box there. I'll pull it out when I do the update if I still have it. Yes? Have a good night, sweetie.
Night, Rosie.
Everybody says good night. What?
Yeah. Real sweaty.
Well, it's warm.
It's not.
It is. It's been muggy all day. I'm also sitting between two
like
computers
80s.
that are just chugging away, blowing their hot air all over me. So
That's my life.
give me
right
a
there.
break.
Yeah,
All right.
It's like
no.
80 degrees in my
Have a good
room
night,
right now.
sweetie. Give your teeth a good brush.
I'll try not to step on knives right before I go to
Yes,
bed.
please don't step on my plate. Thank you.
Oh boy,
Okay.
that would have sucked.
Good luck with pickups.
Night, sweetie.
Don't get interrupted by mulch again.
Well, I'll try and not. Well, it depends on the viewers. Yeah. So anyway, had possibly still have this on Laserdisc. Watched it, really enjoyed it a lot. Watched it again with the commentary by the director. Watched all the extras. I just thought this was a really good, just kind of indie murder mystery film. Thought it was really well done. It is James Glickenhaus's Slaughter of the Innocents. Inner Innocents.
In my shopping cart. I'm getting in it eventually.
Inner Innocents. The Slaughter of the Innocents, starring Scott Glenn, who was in Silence of the Lambs. But very good. And as far as I can tell, this lovely edition from Synapse actually ports over most, if not all, of the extras from the Laserdisc edition.
There is a Letterbox review that you should avoid of spoilers, but it totally sold me on the movie, which is why I'm buying it. So,
okay.
I was like, holy shit, that's insane! I gotta see that.
It's really good. I've watched it a few times actually, and I really enjoyed it a lot. And definitely recommend if anyone who likes a good sort of crime drama, murder mystery type thing that's a little bit disturbing in all the right ways. Check this one out. It's very good.
I'm looking forward to picking it up.
Yeah.
I'm watching it.
Oh, so you don't have it yet? I wasn't sure if you had it yet.
In my cart, waiting to find money.
Okay. I could have sworn that you had it already, but that was
Well,
one
I'm
of the
staying
reasons. That was
for
actually
myself.
that was actually one of the reasons I bought it, because I remember we were talking about it, and I couldn't remember if you'd said you had it or not. But so I bought it thinking I'm gonna get it because it was actually fairly cheap, as I recall too. I don't remember exactly how much, but
$12.
yeah, it's not expensive, especially for a Synapse release. It's very
nice.
yeah.
It's like half price for Synapse.
Then other than that, with Star Wars Day having just passed by this week, took advantage of a Steam sale and bought a whole bunch of Star Wars games. So I have just about every single Star Wars game that's available on Steam now. I think I'm missing one.
Same.
Oddly enough, the one I didn't get, I don't know why either, because I totally could have afforded the additional $5 in addition to the 50 or so I was already spending, was Shadow of the Empire. So I still need Shadow of the Empire.
Oh, Shadow of the Empire is like so good.
Still need Shadow of the Empire.
I've played it. I've played it on N64. It's not like I haven't played it.
I've played Shadows of the Empire so much that every time I hear that music in the movies, I think about the game.
Oh,
I think about like where
Same
those
here.
songs were placed in the game.
Yeah, because
and
they just had these little chunks of Star Wars music in it that they would loop over and over and over again. And
like the one when I think it's from Return of the Jedi.
I'm the same way. I every time I hear one of those cues, I'm just like Shadow of the Empire. I'm like, fuck.
The one that goes dun 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 dun.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the fucking the junk planet.
Yeah.
And on the train, it just sounds like a train.
On the train, yes, yeah.
Sounds to me like you need to do a stream of it someday.
But it's like from something completely else in the actual movies too. Like it's not even remotely a train. But
no, I think it's actually a lot of the scenes from Endor.
Yeah, it's kind of running around or whatever. But,
I know there's original music that goes for that too, if I'm not mistaken.
I think there's some, yeah, but most of it is just lifted from the movies.
Yep.
I
mean, why not?
But at the time, it was the first Star Wars game I'd seen that used actual like the real music. All the other Star Wars games I'd seen prior to that used MIDI music, which was quite
I always
near as
judged
good.
the Star Wars game by how close to the actual movies was the Star Wars crawl at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Like if we knew it was going to be a higher quality Star Wars game when it actually used the it actually had a recording of the real song playing.
Yeah.
And stuff like that versus like I said a MIDI track version or a chiptune version or something like that.
Know. I remember annoying.
And I think it was Shadows of the Empire, like you said. It was the first time I'd seen a Star Wars game that used actual soundtrack music.
It's the earliest that I recall. Prior to that, it was mostly PC games, and then of course Super NES and stuff like that. But it was always computerized versions of the music.
Yeah.
But and then all the games subsequently, PS1, PS2, PS3, everything, PC, of course, would just use tracks from the movie. But or their own like full score. But yeah, so I remember back in the day, my friends had the X-Wing games, which were among the ones I bought actually on Steam. So now I can finally play them. They had the X-Wing games, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you got to see the X-Wing games. They're so good. It's like you're in the movie." And of course, I was all about the Amiga, and the Amiga used all sound sample based music. So it just blew MIDI out of the water as far as sound quality went. So they put on, I I shouldn't say sound sample, but like sound samples and music modules and stuff like that. So it was all sample based rather than MIDI based. So anyway, he put,
PCM.
huh?
PCM samples, I think is what it was.
Yeah, but the so they played a bit of the intro for X-Wing, and of course it comes up with this poopy, farty MIDI version of the Star Wars theme played through a sound blaster, and I just turned to my friend and he's like just waiting to see me be all impressed. And I just turned to him and say, "What's wrong with the music?" It's like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Why does it sound like so synthesized?" It's like, "I don't know. It's just the way it sounds." Oh, okay.
You asshole.
So then, after listening to it for a bit, and the farty burpy version of the Star Wars theme, I proceeded to extol upon him the virtues of Amiga sound, to which he didn't care, and that was that.
Yeah, most DOS users back in the day didn't really give two shits about the quality of the music.
No, well, it just became you got accustomed to it. I mean, now I like that.
Amiga snob.
Now I like that old school MIDI sound just because it kind of evokes the 90s. And I just like old school synthesizer sound generally because they all have their own kind of flavor and texture to them,
Have you listened to any of the dungeon synth stuff I've been putting in the music channel?
No, I don't usually
Oh
listen
my.
to that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool, really cool synth music you might really dig.
Okay. I might.
If I send you my favorite album, would you check it out?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I'll put it on while I'm doing something.
It's perfect music to work to, like no joke. It's the idea of dungeon synth is you're an adventurer walking through a dungeon.
Yeah.
Here's some music. It's really cool. It's all done with, like old school synthesizers, like Commodores and game systems and SID chips and all this other crazy shit. Like
things like that.
All that stuff, everything. It's all real. Like there's like also ambient dripping noises and like all sorts of other ambient noises happening. It's really cool stuff.
Excellent.
Completely obsessed with the genre.
Yeah, I'll have to check that. I've always liked atmospheric type music like that, the kind that sort of evokes an image of an environment, that sort of thing.
In the chat,
so
typed it out so you can
I'll
hear it. See what I'm talking about.
Oh, Duncan says, add a Yamaha sound card on my early PC. Still have the card. It has an amazing Yamaha MIDI wavetable. Very cool.
Those are great.
Yamaha. I was all about Yamaha keyboards actually in the 80s and 90s. Loved their sound. I thought their sound was that, and Roland I think were the two that really did it for me as far as synthesizer sounds. But some of the higher end Casios were okay, but it didn't hold a candle to like even a mid-range Yamaha or Roland. They were really.
I was gonna say it wasn't until the Roland MT32.
Well, Roland did some great sound card stuff too.
I really like the sound of the Casio, but it's a completely different sound. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It can't match up to the sounds of the other two.
No.
It's got a specific tone.
Right now, Worm Disease, I actually have two Yamahas over there. I've got, I can't remember the models off the top of my head.
I've got an N keyboard.
PSR 790, I think, and a I can't even remember what the other one is. I got like an older kind of, typical home one. It has a very, very old style synthesizer sound, and then I got a more slightly newer one, which has a more robust sound library. And then, of course, I got the M Audio.
Slightly more newer one.
Yeah, well, it's also just got more sounds. The earlier synths were very limited in their sound library.
Yes.
But they'd have like maybe 30 or 40. But yeah, and then, of course, I have the M Audio, which plugs into the computer and then just goes through whatever program you've got. In my case, I use Reason. I've got Reason Essentials. One of these reminds me. One of these days, I really want to upgrade that to the full version of Reason because there's way more you can do with that.
You've got a 66 key, right?
Yeah, I don't have a full 88 key one.
I've got a 15 key, I think, or 18 key. It's a real small one. It's
really small. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's about yay big. It has
mine's missing like 1.5 octaves, I think, from like a full size keyboard. But there's actually an octave key where I can change what octaves are in that range of keys that I have.
Mine's
I
made
can
for
have them-
making beats and stuff. It's got like a drum
I
machine
can
built
have
in.
them
and all
higher
that
and
stuff.
lower. Oh, okay, I know yours
It's
is
got drum
different.
pads and all sort of stuff. But I
Yeah.
just think it
That's-
plugged into my computer and it was
Yeah,
gifted to me.
That's a
and I
different
like
different kind of beast. But
it. Just fuck around with it. Yeah.
yeah, no,
Nothing
those are
fancy.
cool. I'd like to get something along the lines of what I used to have with the effects box, but they've got versions of that now which are a little bit different. They're actually full-blown loop machines, where previously with the effects box I could make one loop and just pour more and more sounds into it. The loop machines they have now, you can actually have a bank of loops that you create on the fly, and you can turn them off and on as you want, which means you can actually, just by making sounds into the mic or whatever, or playing an instrument, you can make a song on the fly and mix it on the fly, just doing loops. So that's something I'd really like to get and play around with. There's a musician I follow on Facebook actually who does that. He does like live shows.
Yeah.
Where
Before.
that,
I think.
yeah, I've posted a few of his things, and he does some great stuff. He just hooks up a keyboard to it, and he'll loop some stuff on the keyboard, and he'll sing, and he'll just kind of dance around, and it's just really cool, really fun.
You know where I've seen that used? It's a pretty cool effect. Folk music. I've seen a folk singer. She's by herself, and she's got a guitar, and she has like a loop machine over, and she makes a scratch noise, and so it's like crack, 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 crack. So she got a beat, and she does some other noise, and she's like these lyrics on, and then she starts playing her song with the guitar and does her normal thing, and it's just like, wow, it's fucking crazy.
Oh, I know. I've
She
seen
had her
a
own
few
drum
things.
machine, basically.
I've seen a few things like that just to get a sense of what you can do with these new loop machines, and I'm like, wow, this is basically what I wished I could have been able to do back then, and
oh yeah, Ed Sheeran does that stuff too.
the
You're right.
technology I think just didn't exist at the time, but now it does. So that's something I definitely want to get. I forget. I actually looked into what model that one guy used because I really liked the features that it had. I'll have to look it up again. I don't remember, but I don't remember how much they cost. They're not.
I mean, I would love to get a lot of the sound equipment. I just don't know how to use any.
They're
of
not
it.
cheap, but they're not super expensive either. I'll look into it. Cause,
like I really want to get a Moog, just to fuck around with.
Yes.
What is that thing where it makes a woo woo woo?
Oh, theremin. Theremin.
Theremin. Yes, I want a theremin.
Yeah.
Those are like so much fun to play with.
Yeah, theremin. You need no musical talent. You just literally wave your hands around it.
Yeah, it's fun.
But then you can figure it out. Like you'll figure out where to put your finger to make certain sounds and things like that.
I dare you to say that to a professional theremin player.
I know, right?
It takes no effort at all. You just wave your fingers around.
It takes no effort to play. It takes probably a lot of effort to master.
Well, yeah. What I mean is, you don't need professional training for it. You can just fuck around with it until you figure it out.
Yeah.
It's not like learning, guitar, where you need to know the technique of playing the guitar, or violin. You need to know the technique of playing the violin.
So it's like the triangle then.
There you go.
A little more complex, but yes.
Totally like the triangle.
More like a bongo.
Ting.
Yeah. It's more like a bongo.
Ting.
When you look at a bongo, it's very straightforward. Oh, look, you just drum on it. But no. There's technique about how you strike the bongo, where on the bongo you strike.
Oh, yeah.
If you're using
Get
the
different
drum
sounds.
surface,
Yeah.
you can use a tool to strike it. People use like a piece of metal or a quarter or a pick to the thumb to make a different sound. Like, it's just like there's a whole world. Like, it seems simple on the surface, but there's depth to all of it. So.
Oh, I know.
That's how I like it. That's how I like it in a theremin, right? It's got the simplicity right here that you can just immediately grasp.
Yep.
The cowbell.
More cowbell. Yeah. So movies. Did we watch some movies this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had American Marathon this week.
Crazy. Eric, did you watch movies this week too?
I watched 3.
Whoa!
Woo,
Holy crap!
Eric.
You all watched
was
more movies than me. I watched 1. But I did watch a bunch more Hell's Kitchen. So.
Well, I watched 3 very stereotypical movies for the time. I watched all 3 of the original Star Wars.
Oh, there you
there
go.
you
For Star Wars Day, I assume.
For Star Wars, it started on Star
So
Wars
what'd you
Day.
think of them?
And I only watched 4, 5, and 6. I watched the original trilogy.
I think a lot of people do that.
I started on May 4th, and I watched A New Hope. Then waited a day, and I watched Empire. And then I think it was yesterday I watched.
So on Revenge of the 5th, you watched Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Then yesterday I watched Return of the Jedi.
Nice.
Very good.
That's Return of the 6th, in case you're curious.
Return of the 6th, yeah. So
that's
that's the 3.
Return of the 6th.
So that's the 3 days, and it's the 4th, 5th, and 6th. So you can watch episodes 4, 5, and 6 on those days.
Correct.
There you go.
Or 1, 2, and 3. It actually worked out for those two, honestly. The second one.
Yes, and of course I did not watch them on a Blu-ray or on Disney Plus or anything like that. I watched my local despecialized editions.
Ah, yes.
As original as it could possibly get right now.
Well, actually, there's one more that's a little bit more original, and that's the what the fuck is they call it, Project 4K or something, where it's basically where some fans got a hold of actual theatrical 35mm film prints of the originals, and they did like high risk scans of them and are cleaning them up and everything like that. So there you go.
That was these.
No, different. It's a different project.
Nope.
Different group of fans. A separate other project.
Yeah. 4K 77, that's what it is. Yeah.
That's what it's called.
4K 77.
Rainbow.
Yeah.
Long time lurker, long time fan. Love you.
Yeah, 4K 77 is just a straight up film scan restoration of actual theatrical film prints. Despecialized edition is taking things from a variety of sources and also manually reconstructing certain parts to despecialize them.
Yes.
So, also to be fair, the despecialized editions were that project was started before these old film prints were discovered.
By several years.
By several years, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, Harmy had said his ultimate plan.
product.
Harmy said his ultimate plan would be to get some sort of theatrical print and do a full scan of it.
Yeah.
So it's basically just an extension of what he wanted to do anyway.
Yeah. So there you go. I've only watched the first despecialized edition. I don't even know if I watched all of it either. I just kind of put it on to watch.
Wow.
It's all three.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
They're really nice, yeah.
I would give them money if they released an official release. I don't get it.
Well, I know. We all would. Like, literally all of us would.
I'd pre-order the shit out of that. It'd be like day one purchase.
JL is in the chat like, dude, of all people.
I know. JL will buy more than one copy, to be fair.
Yeah, 4K 77. That's the version I'd actually be most interested in watching, is the 4K 77 project. And apparently they have film prints of the other two as well, Empire and Return of the Jedi. So,
oh, good.
That's it's all being done. I'm just not sure how to get a hold of them. They don't have like.
You gotta know somebody who knows somebody, basically.
Yeah, I think so. Oh well, all in good time. And by then, maybe we'll get an official release. So
might be able to find them for us.
Who knows?
I can hop around. I have friends in low places.
So what did you guys, Stout or Skinslip? What did you all watch? Who wants to go first?
Yeah, did you watch anything other than what we watched together?
Yeah.
Okay, you go first, and we'll cross over.
What did you watch?
I mentioned at least in the Discord with you guys, I watched Once Upon a Time in the West. Now, I watched it on Pluto TV, which has Paramount movie channel, and that's what it was on. By the way, they totally screwed up the movie. Like they,
what'd they do?
They played the same part twice.
Oh, great!
I don't know what happened there.
Wow, I don't have that problem with my physical copy on my shelf.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
But it was just the convenience for me of just, I don't feel like getting up and putting something. I've seen this movie a million fucking times.
You know, if I can just interject for a moment, you know what that reminds me of? One time when I was watching an episode from season 3 of Forever Night during one of the original airings. And they showed, so I was watching the episode and it goes to commercial. It's about halfway through and it comes back from commercial and it's the last half of a completely different episode. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is not the same episode. This was
You need to understand
This is like an episode that was on 2 weeks ago. What the hell?
Amazing.
Where's the end of this episode?
You need to understand something about where they made the mistake in Once Upon a Time in the West.
Okay.
It was the penultimate scene.
Okay.
It was the fucking showdown scene.
Uh-huh.
And right as they're about to get into it, cut back to 15 minutes earlier for no reason.
What?
That's amazing.
What? It's like boner killer.
What
the
fuck?
They did get through it, yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
So it wasn't
But-
like the last 15 or
You
something.
didn't get the end of for a few dollars more instead. Just tacked on there.
Amazing.
Oh my goodness. So what I want to say about this movie is I honestly feel like it may be my favorite Western. And I do
really need to
believe
see
it's
it.
potentially better than any of the individual Man with No Name movies.
Mm-hmm.
Better than
Together, the Man with No Name trilogy, probably better.
Wait a
But
minute. Wait a minute.
Individually, none of them can compare
Hold the
individually
fucking phone.
to Once Upon a
Uh-huh.
Time in the
You're
West.
telling me all of those movies are better than Dumb and Dumber? You son of a bitch?
Well,
Once Upon a Time in
excuse
Revolution?
me. Excuse me. You're both wrong. Clearly, the real masterpiece is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, God.
Uh-huh. So, anyways, the cinematography in this, so many moments in Once Upon a Time in the West, you can understand entirely why I'd love it so much. It's look at the framing. It's the fucking framing. Oh my God. And the visual storytelling in this film is amazing. And it's not just visual, though. It's also audio. Because in the very beginning of the movie, I'm trying not to give anything away, but the beginning of the movie, you hear these creaks and everything, and you hear these sounds, and it's just like, these sounds almost sound like music in and of themselves.
I saw that
Nice.
for my cinematography class. For my
Yeah,
genre
they
film class,
teach it. That's the first time I saw
A
the movie. It
sound
was in
class?
a film class.
for my,
Yeah.
and like I like 3 or 4 times.
All the sounds end up making up like their own song that is the Western.
in my
you know?
film score class, because it's part of the score. The sound effects are part of the score.
And what I love it is that they kind of set up in their sound mixing at the beginning and revealing how these sounds, these creaking noises of like a windmill or whatever, that they them being music, they kind of reveal what they're trying to get across with one of the characters before you even find out who that character is or what's going on, right? They set you up, at least the filmmaker sets you up to understand that the sounds that you're hearing are important and they're telling you something, right? So from the very beginning of the film, you're being told something about how important the sounds are, and that theme runs throughout the entire fucking movie, and it's so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking final scene may be one of the best final scenes in cinematic history. Period. Fucking love that movie.
Well, it's a masterpiece of a film. It belongs in a museum.
The other movie I watched, other than the one that I watched with Skinslip, which she'll talk about, I'm sure, was Jojo Rabbit, which I watched last night at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I hear that's a really lovely kid film.
Oh,
My friend
Kids
rented it,
film.
thinking he was going to show it to his kid, and then because he's smart, he checked the content first and went, "Oh, this is hilarious," but not for my kid.
Wow,
He loved it, but you know,
the Blu-ray of Once Upon a Time in the West is really cheap.
it's not.
you
a
should
great
get there. It's not a great transfer.
What
but you
else
should
am I
still
supposed
get
to
it.
watch it on?
Oh,
You should
God.
still.
Is there a
get
better
it because
alternative?
There is no other alternative.
Yeah.
No,
So
but I'm
you
saying
should
don't
still
pay
get
too much
it.
for it. So it's fine cheap.
Okay.
Well, he did say it was
I
cheap.
just said it was cheap.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, you basically don't buy it for more than like $8, man.
It's 16.
Like, ooh.
Okay, look. Right now,
It's
that's
Canada
cheap.
dollars.
That's
it's
cheap.
Canada dollars.
Also,
Oh, that's
that's
true.
Canada
Monopoly money.
dollars.
You're right. You're right.
It's a Monopoly money.
Forgot about that.
So it'd be
Because it
about,
looks Monopoly. It's all different colors. I'm not trying to.
it'd be
I'm
the
scared.
equivalent
So,
of
yes.
about 12.
It's
US.
funny you say. It's funny you said like it's a good.
God,
kid
like
film,
I'm trying
right?
to
'Cause
say,
I'm
like, hey, there's one option where I can see this movie. Aren't you excited? Blah blah blah. Negativity. Garbage. Shit.
That's right.
It's a terrible
That's
transfer. I
fucking
want
It's a
it.
terrible
I
transfer, and you're gonna pay too
want
much
a new
for it.
edition
So blah blah blah
bad.
blah
You have
blah.
no idea.
That's what it's about. Is that we're lamenting that we
It's-
haven't gotten a new edition yet, and it's been so fucking
They've
long.
repressed like every other Paramount disc except for Star Wars or Star Trek. I mean, Star Trek and Once Upon a Time in the West was neglected.
It's not about trying to shit on
Yeah,
the
sorry.
only way to get it. It's about saying, "Holy
should
shit!
pick it
Well,
up.
Why is this the only way to get it?" Fuck.
Well, I added it to my wish list, so there you
Go.
Yes.
Yes. I hope you get it. Good
So,
movie.
what I was
I
gonna
would
say
like
about
to
this
see
is
it.
that in the very beginning of the film, you've got a little kid saying "Heil Hitler" over and over and over and over and over again. So, yeah, for kids.
Absolutely. Learn
my
how
friend-
to love Hitler.
My friend's a
It's
responsible
a
adult,
brilliant dark comedy.
so he threw it on and like watched a few minutes and then skipped ahead. He's like, okay, yeah, no, this is not for my kid. And he watched it. He enjoyed it, so it's a good movie.
But it's
Yeah.
also like a great. I feel like if you want to know if Taika Waititi can handle, like, if he's better at. How do I say this? So you know how he's done Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok is a great movie, but also
Yes.
it's a certain kind of movie. It's
Yes.
a big budget blockbuster superhero movie.
Comedy, adventure,
And
adventure, comedy.
Quite
whatever.
frankly, there's nothing really super artistic about those types of movies, typically speaking.
Well,
you know
other
what I
than
mean?
the presence of Jeff Goldblum, because Jeff Goldblum is art incarnate.
Yeah. But anyways, watching this though, I just was struck because there's an element in this movie where they keep pointing. Well, they keep pointing to a certain element of the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
They keep repeating the same particular thing that they want you to focus on, and then eventually something happens, and you find out why they've been doing that this whole time, and it's just like visual storytelling.
Yeah.
Masterful visual storytelling. And yeah,
And the
Taika
way-
Waititi knew exactly what he was doing, and he's a fucking phenomenal director.
Excellent.
And yes, he also plays Hitler
Yes.
in the movie.
Yes, he does. He's the little
Well,
boy's imaginary
Little boy's imaginary
friend
Hitler, yeah.
who happens to be Hitler.
Yeah,
I can't
very
honestly.
dark comedy. But
I really can't wait to see what he does with Star Wars. Like just the idea of him being allowed to play in that sandbox. I can't wait to see what he comes up with. But,
I think
I
it's
really
going to be
want to see it.
fucking fantastic. Yeah.
That's on my I tie on my list of wants for movies.
Jojo Rabbit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to see it too. I'm very curious about it. It doesn't seem like the typical kind of subject you could turn into a heartwarming comedy, but there it is.
And then the other movie that I watched was with Skinslip. We watched together. Was Behind the Mask.
Ah.
We watched two movies.
Oh,
We
the
also watched
Leslie
other-
Vernon one? Is that the one?
Yes, the Rise of Leslie Vernon.
The Rise of Leslie Vernon, that's the one.
It's a half mockumentary, half narrative film. And half found footage. It's a part. See, it's so many. It's so determined to have multiple halves.
Nice.
But no, what I mean, my point being is,
I had never heard of that movie.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
it's dips its toe in all three of these avenues. Interestingly, and it doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah.
But I think one, Sean's gonna love the fuck out of this movie.
Yeah.
Two,
yeah,
I love the
absolutely.
fuck out of this movie. Three, you will probably love the fuck out of this movie, fans here, because you probably all love movies.
Yeah.
So.
I just have to say, did we find out that it's actually Zelda Rubinstein's last performance?
Yes,
or
it's
one
her
of
last
them at
movie.
least? Yeah.
Yep.
Zelda.
Her last
And
theatrical
she was fucking phenomenal.
Oh,
my
Zelda
God.
Rubinstein. She was amazing.
It was about 3 years before she died, I think.
Yeah. The thing I most remember her, like, other than Poltergeist, obviously, is The Scariest Places on Earth. I couldn't remember the name of it for a second. Where, Linda Blair hosted it, like as the visual host, but Zelda Rubinstein narrated it. So she would do all the narration for the stories, which was great. It was a wonderful combination.
But yeah, so behind the mask, the Rise of Leslie Vernon is a deconstructionist slasher film that takes every trope you know from all your favorite slasher films and comically turns them on their ear in an interesting way that I think is good. I enjoyed it. And after that, we watched an 8-part documentary series called The Confession Killer, which, because I'm obsessed with fucking true crime documentaries.
Yeah.
I
didn't mention that as a movie because it wasn't a movie. But
I love that shit in another box, bro.
I enjoy them as well. I have to be in the mood for them, though. Fuck, okay. Behind the Mask has a Scream Factory
for them.
Yes, it does.
collector's edition, which is about
very good edition.
Which is about $37 here in Canada.
A very good edition. Yeah, it's an import for you. That's why.
Yeah, we watched it on Shudder. It's on Shudder, by the way, guys.
Yes.
If you want,
No, it's on
to
Netflix.
watch it, you can watch it on Shudder.
Oh, Leslie Vernon. Leslie Vernon's
Yeah,
on
Behind
Shudder.
the Mask.
Yeah.
Confession Killer's on Netflix. That's about
Confession.
Henry Lee Lucas, the inspiration for the movie Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. It's interesting going through basically it's 4 hours deep of every facet of the Henry Lee Lucas story, from beginning to end, including the corruption with the sheriff's office and all this other shit. It's actually quite fascinating documentary, but it's not the best thing we've seen. We've seen a lot better true crime. So.
It wasn't the best true crime Netflix has ever done, but it was interesting to learn more about the story I didn't know enough about. So.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah.
So, and then I watched 4 movies the other. When was that? When did I do my movie marathon? On. Oh right, I changed. Fuck. On Thursday, I believe. I think that's when I did it. And I watched Neon Maniacs, which is charming. And you know how I mean what I mean, charming. A charming film that very easily could have been the best 4th Hellraiser film if it didn't predate the first Hellraiser film by like almost a whole year.
Okay.
So these weird demons are coming from this weird abandoned building under the one end of the Golden Gate bridge, and there's a samurai one and like an army one and like Dr. Slasher, a camp killer one. There's one for every slasher trope, basically. So there's like the backwoods slasher with an axe, and then there's the guy with the weird slashing, and there's and they're all, and there's some weird samurai, which is reference to Blood Beat, which is a slasher film, and all these things, and they're killing people, and they have a weakness to water of all things. What the fuck, water? Evil demons with a fuck. You can't walk around 37% of the time in we did the math. 37% of the days in San Francisco, these fucking things can't even go outside because it's raining. Because they're outside and it rains on them, they die. But it's a really silly horror film, and it's worth watching at least once, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we watch the Italian film Hands of Steel, which was clearly a Roadhouse over-the-top rip-off, where this guy comes into town and is a bouncer at a bar, but like it's weird because he's also an arm wrestler, and also he's a cyborg from the future sent to kill and assassinate.
Okay.
It starts out with he does an assassination. He finds out he's the Terminator, and he drives to Arizona, and then he becomes an arm wrestler and a bouncer, and then the people who made him come after him, and then the movie ends. What the fuck did I just watch? Welcome to Italian cinema.
Yeah, the end. Is your mind royally fucked? Good. The end.
It was weird. We followed it up with the equally weird Robo War, which will be of interest to Eric. I think Eric might even own it. It's Red Brown screaming at the jungle for an hour and a half.
The Black Blu-ray.
Yeah, you have the Blu-ray. Yes,
excellent.
Beautiful transfer on that. It's wonderful. It's basically a complete and utter ripoff of Predator.
I like how you describe it. Reb Brown screaming at the jungle for an hour and a half.
It is.
really is.
Okay, this is a Bruno Mattei film, so someone's cut and paste. So what this is RoboCop crossover with Predator. So RoboCop's
Interesting.
hunting these people in the jungle. Okay, RoboCop's it's like just saying like initialize and confirm a lot. And it's really awful.
Okay.
And it looks like a guy in a rubber suit. It's great.
Excellent.
But no, seriously, there is at least someone did a on YouTube. There's a screaming edit, and it's like 3 minutes long of just Reb Brown screaming in the jungle. I'm not even kidding.
I've seen some of the Reb Brown screaming compilations.
Yes, but there's like they were all individually like released or something like that. There's one for
Okay.
Robo War.
The one like
which is,
specifically
just
for Robo
3
War.
minutes for Robo War. Him screaming and firing a gun.
Robo War has probably the most famous one where he's standing in the Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like this, he's firing a friggin' M249 just into the woods, and then magically an explosion happens
Oh.
for
Yep.
no fucking reason whatsoever. There's nothing behind like an open blank field, and it's just an explosion.
My favorite thing is randomly the jungle just explodes behind
With-
someone.
the
just all
theory,
time.
the theory is that Reb Brown's screams cause explosions.
Yes.
The sonic boom from his screaming.
I can believe
causes
that.
Random
His
areas of
screams
the
are
earth
mighty.
combust into flame.
And the 7 Blu-ray has the soundtrack. If you get the limited,
Nice.
the non-limited edition, which will come out later, will not have the soundtrack. So just know that.
Very cool.
It's a joy to watch. It's a lot of fun. There's a riff tracks out there too if you want to go get that. And last, we finished off the marathon with Terminator 2, aka Shocking Dark,
Yes.
which is Bruno Mattei's mashup of Aliens and Terminator 1.
Uh-huh.
Barely Terminator 1, mostly aliens. It's almost all aliens. And of note, it's one of the very rare films in Italy with actual sync sound recording. Yeah, it's kind of neat. It was really, 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 really fun. Everyone is a fucking character. Everyone chews up the scenery, and everyone is clearly just a pastiche of an Aliens character from James Cameron's Aliens. And then someone turns into a Terminator. Also, randomly, there's like these weird slime monsters too.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty awesome. It's a 4 out of 5 stars. It's a good
I need
time.
to get that.
Yeah.
Because you
Get the
sent me
slipcover
the
for it.
slipcover. Yes. So I need to get the movie that goes in the slipcover.
Well, that's the cover's like it's gone, so that's why I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Like, here's
But no, the movie,
the
I can still get the movie. I was looking at that. How much does that go for in Canada right now? Let me
I
see
think it's
here.
like 25 probably Canadian, right?
It's 35. 35.
It's like
Oh.
$20 US.
You guys are at all curious. It's this movie.
There you go. Robo War. Very nice.
Robo War, yeah, mine's way over there. I didn't
Robo
want to-
War. Yeah.
See, I actually have a movie that
I have
don't think-
Alienator.
I don't think Chance has. I don't know if you have this.
What?
Alienator. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
hold on. No, let me know.
this one,
Cage.
Cage. No, I want that.
Yeah.
Cage
Lou
with
Ferrigno and
Reb
Reb
Brown
Brown.
and Lou Ferrigno.
There you go.
Yeah. That's the one where he cries in the wait.
I was thinking of grabbing Alienator because it's one of the ones that's going out of print from Scream Factory. I just placed an order of stuff going out of print with them, but after they were all excited to tell me that I qualified for free shipping, I went to finalize the order, and suddenly the shipping wasn't free, and there was no free shipping option. So I'm like, oh, it's because I'm in Canada, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fine.
Yep.
So I had to take one item off the order.
Bummer.
So I got 4.
I don't know why shipping
four
in
instead of-
Canada is so fucking.
One of the ones I did get though is Dementia, which was only $5.99.
I'm gonna be honest, real honest.
Sounds like a good-
Alienator is a big oof for most people.
Yeah.
I enjoy it because I love those kind of movies, but
Yeah.
most people are gonna be like, "This is terrible," and they're not
Yeah.
gonna like it.
Oh, probably. I'm pretty easy to please when it comes.
But knowing the director, I have a feeling there might be a Vinegar Syndrome release, or perhaps a Steelbook from Scream Factory, actually.
Oh, maybe.
coming.
I don't
So-
know. Well, usually the steelbooks though are of stuff that's still in print. That they still have the rights to. Like usually things go out of print because they don't have the rights anymore.
That's true. That's why I'm thinking like maybe Vinegar Syndrome got it because
Maybe.
they released that's the kind of title they release.
Yeah.
Alienator. Yeah.
But
They release that kind of like singular vision trash epic and tiny little art films that are blow your mind. Those are the two things.
But who got Poltergeist 2 and 3?
Nobody.
I need to know who got them.
Oh my god.
I wish I had them.
I grabbed Poltergeist 2 from Sunrise a while ago, and the reason I grabbed it was because of all the H.R. Giger stuff, and I knew they'd have some extras about it.
I'm hoping we get like an Arrow set or something.
And at the time, I passed on 3 because I already had that set that everybody has.
Yeah,
the dual,
that's right.
The duo one, like the double feature of 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Vinegar just signed an MGM deal. Holy crap!
At the time, I passed on 3, and then I saw it was going out of print, and I was like, I bet they still have 3, but 2 will be sold out. And I went and checked. Sure enough, they still have 3 because nobody cares about 3, but 2 is sold out.
People like 2, and it's not hard to see why.
I've never seen it either.
2's not a bad sequel.
Really underrated movie. Yeah,
it's actually a pretty good sequel.
Fucking fantastic special effects.
Oh, fantastic special effects. That creepy old dude they got was just amazing. He was like dying of cancer and used his pain to inform his performance and make it creepier. So he's literally dying as he's doing the performance, and he puts that into his performance.
To put it into perspective, he died 4 months before the movie ever hit the silver screen.
Yeah.
You never even saw this performance. Wow.
He probably never even saw it. Probably didn't even get to see a work print. But
I've always seen number 1 also D-Large. I love number 1.
You know, bless that guy. Like, wow, what dedication to your craft. Like,
someone who loves the art of acting.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
that's a true craftsman right there.
Yeah, no, I have nothing but mad respect for him, and he created such a memorable character too. Like everybody remembers the creepy religious character. Yeah,
that reminds me of this. There's this an artist channel. I think it was Jedi Nerd who posted this article. This artist who is dying because she had inhaled this fine dust of seashells because she was like she worked with seashells, so she would grind them down, but they're from like contaminated places, and they were like contaminated, so she was inhaling lead fragments, and so she was like
didn't even realize it
from like nerve damage and shit from this.
Wow,
her art's killing her.
That's crazy.
Jesus,
that's dedication. Someone who doesn't want to stop their art even though it's killing them.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's some madness. That's beautiful madness.
So I ordered some of those Shout Factory ones. There's a couple more. So I got 4. I can't remember what all I got. But anyway, I got 4 coming. And might grab a couple more funds permitting.
Was there ever a 4th Poltergeist? Was it only 3?
No, there was only 3.
There
was a series.
There was a series.
Yeah, there was a series called Poltergeist: The Legacy, which was much like Friday the 13th. It's a series based on the movie in name only.
Okay.
But it does have to do with the supernaturals. I think it's like about a team of supernatural investigators or something. It's something like that.
Well, I'm sold on that. That sounds cool.
But it's supposed to be.
I've been told I still need to see it.
I've been told it's a really good show. I've never actually seen it. So I've been meaning to pick up the DVD set for ages. Friday the 13th I've seen before. I really like that one. I definitely want to get that one too.
Which one's with the Curiosity Shop? Is that Friday the 13th?
That's the Friday the 13th one.
Okay, yeah, I want that one too. That one I've never seen.
One thing you
it's
don't
great.
need to
it's
see,
a lot of fun.
If you haven't already, just avoid it like the plague, is the remake of Poltergeist.
Oh yeah, I don't.
It's terrible.
I don't have any addition to that.
I thought it
really bad.
I thought it was okay.
I haven't seen it.
It's really derivative and uninteresting though. So if it's like, or if you haven't seen a lot of horror movies, you'll probably like it. But if you've seen even the original Poltergeist, you can be like, well, that's the same movie, but not as good.
Yeah, it's one of those remakes.
Yeah, it's a movie that should never been remade, and everyone knows that.
Well, and that's the thing, and we've talked about this before. If you're gonna do a remake, and this is the thing with remakes, is like there seems to be one of two ways they choose to do it. Either just as a straight up, we're gonna do the same movie again and try to capture lightning in a bottle twice, and they don't really do anything innovative or interesting with it. They just make a less good version of what the original was, or they'll take the basic idea and go off in some completely different direction that somehow manages to stay true to the spirit of the original, yet does something different, such as
There have been
the Planet of the Apes movies, right? Like the new Planet of the Apes movies.
Those are the perfect. In fact,
Yeah.
Other than the continuity errors present in even the original series,
Yeah.
that you technically watch all of them together, they could still be one franchise. There's nothing.
Absolutely.
Because
the original series had multiple timelines. There's no reason to say this isn't just another timeline.
And,
you know?
and
saw Moon in
if the
theaters.
Avengers didn't tell you movies are comic books in motion,
Yeah.
there are retcons. It's okay.
So is that it for your guys' movies this week?
That's all I watched. Yeah.
Okay, because that's a perfect segue into the one I watched. Hold on a second.
Excellent. Well, the sounds of that.
So another recent
yes,
example of a movie that I'm a huge fan of and consider kind of sacred, and was initially like, oh god, they're doing a remake of that. I don't know. But then I started hearing things about it, and I was like, huh, that actually sounds kind of interesting. And then I finally watched it. I'm of course talking about Suspiria, the 2018 version of Suspiria. Now, I'm a huge fan of the original, and this is another example of a remake that somehow stays true to the spirit of the original, yet does something completely different. Yet the same, but different.
I gotta be honest, the original Suspiria didn't exactly have the most riveting or deep story. It was all about the what you're seeing.
It was like a dream. It was like a hallucinatory nightmare.
Exactly.
This one is also like a dream, like a hallucinatory nightmare. In fact, there are legit dream sequences and nightmare sequences in it that are proper disturbing. And but it takes a lot of the ideas from the original and the whole idea of the Three Mothers trilogy and stuff like that, and actually constructs a pretty good plot around it. So whereas the original was more about taking you on a journey without necessarily having, rock solid cohesion plot wise, this one does have a pretty rock solid plot as far as where it's going and stuff like that, yet still maintains that hallucinatory nightmare aspect to it. And, you'll see some familiar moments and a lot of unfamiliar moments, but it was great. I thought it was really good. And I say that not, I say that without any reservation, being a huge fan of the original. So yeah, definitely check out Suspiria if you haven't already. But at the same time, I'd say at least check out the original first, and then and then check out the new one. Do a double bill. You won't regret it. It will just, your mind will be so thoroughly fucked by the end of it. And I'd just like to say, oh my God, Tilda Swinton. Amazing. Love Tilda Swinton so much.
I love her so much. She's awesome.
What an amazing actress.
Oh yeah, always.
Chloe Grace Moretz is in this as well.
Oh, my super crush? Okay.
And, oh yeah, she's amazing.
She's an amazing actress.
But not as the main character, which I was surprised. I thought when I initially heard she was going to be in it, I thought she was going to be the main character, but she isn't. But she's a very important character. So,
very good. She's going to do such great things. She's an amazing actress.
Well, she's already, and I love that she's in our genre a lot, the horror genre, yes, please, Chloe, be a horror goddess.
Apparently, she's played
great.
multiple people in Suspiria. Interesting.
Tilda Swinton played multiple roles. Really?
I don't know. I guess we'll rewatch it.
I did not know that. I'll have to check that out, because I'm guessing she must have been heavily made up in some of the other roles there.
Whoa! You do the cross as older guy. Apparently.
Whoa, really?
Hold on.
I know who you're talking about. That was her?
What? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
No fucking way. Fuck you, you're fucking with me. There's
Hold
no
on.
fucking
Hold on.
way.
I'm looking it up on IMDb here.
There's no fucking way.
What? What? Okay, 2 of those characters.
No
One of them is obvious. The second one, yeah, I could see that. The third one, though, what? Holy wow. I thought that was just some really old dude. And I remember I was watching the film, I was thinking, God, they got like the oldest old dude for this. And like he's probably not going to even live for the next 2 years. That was Tilda Swinton?
Amazing. I can't wait to see this now. I really
Holy shit. I need to see this again now. I need to watch this again. Wow.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
We should all watch it together.
I had no idea.
I copy that. Yeah.
I thought she was just that one character. I had no idea she played 3 roles, and 3 very important roles too. Like, holy shit balls.
Oh my god.
That's wow. That just wow. Even more mad respect for Tilda Swinton now.
I mean, Kate Blanchett was Bob Dylan in that movie, but like this is like the next level.
I see. I'm so glad I went into this cold, like as cold as I possibly could, because I had no clue. I was like, I don't know who this old dude is they got, but he's really, very compelling.
Now I'm just gonna be looking for all of her roles. Like, which one? Which one is it? Which one?
Yeah.
Is that one?
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
I really want to see the movie now.
Wow.
That doesn't even remote. Like, I guess it slightly looks like her.
Well, now you're looking for it, but you see,
good makeup work then.
Both of us had no clue.
Amazing,
Just thought it was some old dude.
Amazing. Wow. I am just stunned.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
Makeup
Now you'll notice. Well, yeah, exactly. Now we know.
Amazing.
Oh my God! Drum Mike says not even the cast knew it was her.
Wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow!
That's wild. That must have been so much fun for her.
Oh, that is amazing. That is like next level. Holy shit!
That's full immersion in your character.
Yeah, that is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, definitely check it out. Tilda Swinton is a chameleon, says Mike. Yeah, no kidding, eh? Like she's amazing. First thing I ever saw her in
you
was
knew she was amazing, but what the fuck?
Like wow, like,
damn. I'm pretty sure she just put a lot of other actors to shame.
Well, she's always been so amazing. Like I've never not liked her in anything. The first thing I ever saw her in actually was that I remember seeing her in anyway, was as the Archangel Gabriel in Constantine, the Keanu Reeves one, where she plays Gabriel, which I thought was interesting. But
I like Tilda Swinton.
I can't even remember the first thing I saw her in.
Yeah, so do I. I think she's amazing.
I don't know what I saw her for. I can look it up probably.
Yeah. But
you and your fucking perfect memory over there, Mr. Memory Man.
No, it's fucking disgusting.
I know.
You shouldn't be allowed at all.
I'm telling you. just have more vitamins every day. You'll be fine.
Right. First thing I saw.
Don't forget the Earl Grey.
And some Earl Grey tea, yeah. Although I haven't drank that for a while. I should probably get back to that.
I would say the first thing I saw Tilda Swinton in would probably be The Beach. Not like a big role for it. Yeah. She has a nice role in that, but
oh yeah.
I don't know if I've seen that. That's the Leonardo DiCaprio one, right?
Yes, it's very good.
I've heard that that's good.
I has no Blu-ray, I don't think. It's still on DVD.
I wonder if I have it.
Pretty cheap on DVD.
I don't know. I'll have to check. I got like so much stuff in the overflow bin that I don't even know half of what I have.
So far, what other roles
you probably have it.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I might be my faulty memory. I think that you actually got it in one of those like your neighbor or friend or something.
Oh,
like that.
might have been.
A whole
Yeah.
bunch of them.
See, that's like a lot of those. I don't even remember what all they were. Like, I just went through them and pulled out the duplicates of things I already had, got rid of those, and then kept the stuff I didn't have. And then it was like so brief that I went through those that I don't remember like half of what they were.
I would say the highest recommendation for real like hardcore film fans is Only Lovers Left Alive. Stars Tilda Swinton as a
Good
vampire.
night, Eric.
Tilda Swinton as a endlessly gorgeous vampire.
Oh, okay, sold.
Mm-hmm. Jim
So
Jarmusch
it's
directed.
also done by one of our favorite directors, Jim
And
Jarmusch.
her
really?
lover
Okay.
is Tom Hiddleston, by the way. So they're really hot.
Oh
and
my
happy.
God. The
But we've
baby,
got Anton Yelchin and John Hurt.
the
and,
vampire babies would be so beautiful.
I know, right?
How the fuck has she only won one Oscar?
I know.
Right?
And she's so universally recognized
Fucking
as like one of the
Oscars are
greatest
bullshit.
actresses alive right now.
Yeah, Only Lovers Left Alive is highly underrated. A lot of people hate on it for some reason.
Really.
I don't get it.
It's a slow burn. It's a really slow
I'm adding
burn.
so much stuff to my wish list tonight.
But it's not only it's not just a slow burn, but it's because it's interesting. They're having
Yeah.
interesting conversations. They're listening to interesting music, which you're listening with them. You know, like there's like it's more.
there
It's
it
like you're
is.
hanging out with these characters. You're getting to know them.
Oh, the Blu-ray isn't even that expensive. It's $26.
For those who don't
It's
know,
like
it's a
a boutique label.
loose remake of Ganja and Hess.
Oh no, it's not a boutique label. It's Sony. It just looks like a boutique label. It's got like this
So Ganja-
old style cover. It's really nice.
Ganja and Hess is this film about these two vampires laying around and talking philosophical. This movie's a remake of that, but
That reminds
loose
me.
remake.
That reminds me. Another one I want to get is The Hunger.
I have
with,
never seen The Hunger.
David Bowie and Susan Sarandon. That's another one that's very, very kind of slow paced, takes its time, and
I don't mind.
very
You know that.
very character oriented. Yeah, it's Catherine Deneuve, David Bowie, and Susan Sarandon. Yeah, it's one I've been wanting to see again and reassess for a long time, because I think I was too young to really fully appreciate it. I think when I originally
There's so many
saw it.
movies I was way too young to appreciate. Way
Yeah.
too young.
That's one of the joys of being an adult, is you can go back and sort of reevaluate things and may find a new favorite that you thought you didn't like all this time.
It hits you differently at a different age.
It does. Well, I mean, I think experience and life experience just generally can change your perspective on things, or different things take on different meanings and different levels of importance, I think.
I kind of like slow burns. To some
Yeah,
extent.
yeah, so do I. I mean, it's like, I don't care if it's a slow burn as long as it's engaging. Like, just be interesting, you know?
My favorite part is when a film's like simmering, it's like the whole length, and
Yeah.
suddenly there's an explosive, violent action.
Something,
and just-
yeah.
And the whole film goes later, like, no,
Yeah.
fuck, no, and everything's
Yeah.
going crazy. People you don't want to die or
Oh, I know.
dying.
But see, then
Ah!
those moments have more weight because you spent that time, that quiet time with them, getting to know them and, you know, feeling their pain and their dreams and everything. So, yeah.
Exactly.
A good slow burn can be very impactful. A bad slow burn is just painfully boring. It's like, maybe it's just a slow burn. No, this is just really boring.
Nope, it's just dull.
Just
My bad.
not going anywhere. Like, where's the sudden car crash or something? Like, just anything.
Can someone start a firefight? I mean, God.
Or just start a
Like,
fire.
I know this is Little Women,
Anything.
but no. I hear actually Little Women's really good. I hear like really fucking good.
Yeah, Little Women's supposed to be really good.
like amazing good. Like oh shit, okay.
Amazing. It's amazing.
Like, apparently, it's got some really great subtext about the world we live in currently.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. How I wonder how they're gonna do that. Anyway,
Under the Skin. Roth,
I need to see that.
recommends,
I haven't
yeah.
seen it. And The Loveless is another one I haven't seen.
What We Do in the Shadows is another thing I need to check out.
Wow, that
Yeah.
movie is so good.
Well, there's a series.
Another great documentary.
There's the series now too.
I know.
which apparently is just as good, if not better. So,
Here.
yeah, but I want to watch
Is
the
it
movie
series?
first. I want to watch the movie
So,
first.
has anyone seen the series? Is the series also a mockumentary?
I believe it is. I think it's the
Is
same
it done like a
form.
reality show or something?
I'm pretty sure it's the same format. It's just a series
Well,
instead.
That's what I wanted to know.
Isn't
Yeah.
that also Taika Waititi, by the way?
Oh, was that one of his? I didn't even know that was
Yep.
one of his. Well, Jesus.
It is.
Okay. There's also Wellington Paranormal in the same world. Interesting.
Oh, right. I heard about that.
Interesting. Well, there's all this great stuff I need to get off my duff and see.
Right.
But
Story of my life.
Get up.
but you know, I'm only about a third of the way through Hell's Kitchen at the moment, so you know, priorities. I need to see more of Gordon Ramsay yelling at idiots.
I have only seen 56% of my movie collection. I'm okay with this so far.
Like, my mindless entertainment is Unsolved Mysteries, and yours is fucking Hell's Kitchen. I'm just...
It's sometimes Unsolved Mysteries. I also have Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Well, actually, that's where I'm watching Hell's Kitchen. It's on Amazon Prime. But, you know, we all have our trash TV that we enjoy for whatever reason. I mean,
You guys are weird. I watch Twitch.
Twitch?
I watch that too.
That's a different kind of trash TV. But, well, I guess it depends what you're watching. But, you know, junk food for
I
the
watch
brain.
a streamer, a different kind of trash TV. You say, I watch a streamer called ZarenIzarak.
Oh, that guy's
God,
awful.
that guy's
Why do you
terrible.
watch him? I hate
Speaking
that
of
guy.
I had the best review for him. I got.
You know, he used to post so many great videos about like movies and stuff, and now like I swear the past 6 months he's just been posting nothing but Fortnite. Like,
Fucking Fortnite player,
fucking
man.
Fortnite videos. I mean, he's almost 50. He's playing this game for 12-year-olds.
I know. Good grief. What a fucking loser.
God, still lives in his mom's basement. I bet he's still a virgin. Even though we see his child walking around all the time in the background. When's that ZarenIzarak going to finish those Halloween movie reviews? Yeah, right? Been waiting forever. Didn't he do the first 5 in 2015? In fact, it's taken so long, they've done another movie. And there's another movie coming out.
Isn't someone named Stoudman on that show?
Are we going to have a watch party on Towel Day? Remind me again when Towel Day is, Duncan? I know what Towel Day is. Okay, 25th of May. We could do that. I mean, given that we just rewatched Hitchhiker's Guide, we could watch something else, Douglas Adams. I don't know. We'll see. We could see. Towel Day is a celebration of Douglas Adams, the
You could do
British
the
science fiction comedy
It's been a while since
writer.
you did the audio version of it, though, right?
Where's the audio
Do
version?
that.
Sir, you mean
The radio.
survivors worm disease? I don't know. We haven't made any immediate plans for season 2, but we might do that sometime. You're itching. Yeah, it's good, eh? Yeah, it's very good and scarily relevant.
Did you watch any other movies?
Did I watch any other movies? No, I had planned to watch Star Wars and failed. Actually, the night I watched Suspiria, I had like Star Wars in one hand, Suspiria in the other, and Suspiria won. It's like, you know,
That's how it goes. It's like,
really been wanting to see
I know this is
so.
going to be a great movie, but I'm not in the mood for like a Hollywood movie.
Yeah,
I wanna see
exactly.
something.
I wasn't in the mood for that type of movie. I wanted something a little more, I don't know, low key, something that I hadn't had much familiarity with, because, you know, even though I know the original, I don't know the remake. So yeah, there was a few things I had. I mean, I got my stack of stuff that I need to do update videos for, so I just kind of picked through there and found Suspiria in the pile. And that was that.
I'm sure your video about Suspiria is going to be quite interesting. I mean, we
Well,
already went through a whole lot of stuff you have to talk about. I mean,
well, yes. I mean, at the very least, I'll touch on some of it in the update. I think I'd probably want to watch it again if I was going to do a review, though. I was thinking, actually, for this Halloween, this is something I did a few years ago, and I enjoyed it, and I'd like to do it again, is for one review a week during Halloween season, do a double feature of some kind. So it's kind of like a bonus. But it'd be double features of things that are related, obviously. So Suspiria could be one of those, you know, do like the original and the remake.
I just had an idea. Your big event thing that you could do for Halloween is a 24-hour horror movie marathon. Now, I'm not saying you do it on Halloween. I'm saying you do the 24-hour movie marathon.
Yeah.
And then you release the video of it on Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibility.
Or maybe 12 hours. You're doing maybe you do mega movie or mega marathon, right? And you just do movies one.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe.
And then you can even say, like, you can pick the next movie from your chosen stack of for someone who does like a high bid or something, or high donation. I mean, you do something like that.
Maybe.
Because it's still within your control. Because it's like, it's these movies I have chosen.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose one of these. You know, like that way they don't give you something terrible.
And then I will watch them for your pleasure.
With you.
And then I will talk about them for your pleasure.
Exactly.
I was talking about like 24-hour movie marathon, the way Ryan Chataway does them, the videos.
Oh. So like do it. You know, over the course of however long it takes to do it. And then put it together as a video to be released on Halloween.
Exactly.
That's a possibility. That's a possibility. A spooky day in the life of Zaran Isaac. So it'd be more of what they want, but not quite what they were expecting.
Because I know those videos can be pretty popular on their own, but
that's true.
You made it like a big event thing, like leading up to on Halloween
double
day.
Event.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I kind of like to do a 24-hour movie marathon anyway. Like, just do another one of some kind.
Just for fun.
Just for fun, exactly, yeah. Because
it's nice. Fun and profit, actually.
Fun and profit. Well, and I enjoy them because, you know, another day in the life must be one of your most requested videos. It is. It's honestly, it's right up there with one of the rest of the Halloween reviews coming. And more Doctor Who.
If you want to see a day in the life of Zaran Isaac, just come to the live stream. You get to see it every day.
You can live it. You can live it with me.
There's literally no special video to do anymore. You can just watch him do it live.
That's pretty.
Every day.
That's pretty much true.
He's on there every day.
Doing it live.
But I mean, what I did with that was I did do some other things, like some, you know, maintenance things I'd been putting off to.
Yeah.
Have a little bit more things happening than just nothing. But an All Hallows Eve-a-thon with Zaran Isaac.
So lame.
More Batman is Funk
He never does anything. All he does is play Fortnite.
Oh yeah, or close to Talday during a marathon. Maybe you can play a bit of Starship Titanic. It's on GOG. Well, yeah, that's true. Or I could play one of the literally couple thousands of games I own already instead of buying yet another one.
No.
I mean, I just bought like 20
Whatever.
fucking Star Wars games. I don't know when I'm ever going to play them, but I've got them.
They're there in case you do.
When I'm
That's
ready.
Right. I'm ready. Holy shit. Day in the life with a marathon to cap it up. Well, that's what it was, if you recall. It was... I just filmed so much footage for my marathon video, I decided to do the extended cut. And then, to my surprise, people actually wanted to watch it. So, there you go.
Yep. And confirmed, did watch it.
It's like, I could watch the 90-minute cut or, 4.5-hour cut. Sweet. Yeah, I don't mess around. When I do a director's cut, you get like significant difference. Can I gift it to you on GOG? It's dirt cheap. Yes, I believe you can. I know that
still won't play it.
but there's no guarantee that I'll play it. But
No
you can certainly
promises.
gift it to me, and I will probably play it
Really wanna
eventually.
give it to me?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna turn it on free. Like,
Actually,
yeah,
no.
I'll
Another
take
thing I
free
could do.
game.
I could do the. They have a new web-based version with new illustrations of the Infocom text adventure of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So that's a possibility. We could do that. So that's fun.
That'd be cool.
It was written by Douglas Adams.
Well, actually.
Well, actually.
Oh God.
Well, actually.
Well, actually.
Okay, I'll be up for the text adventure. Again, no guarantee or promise that I'll actually play it, but I might.
Text adventures don't necessarily do well on Twitch because it's fucking text.
Well, that's the thing, though. This version has illustrations that have been added. It's like it's like a remastered version.
Okay, well
Yeah.
at least there's that.
Yeah,
Let's say,
it's-
like, not
nice.
be rude, but
John has a good reading voice. Let's be honest.
it's
He does.
Well, thank you.
That's what would be going on there.
he does have a good reading voice.
And I would do my good reading voice for it. But the it's a very nice looking sort of modernized version. I mean, it's about as modernized as you can. All that limited edition goodness.
I know.
It's about as modernized
missed
as you
one.
can do for a text adventure, essentially, which really is add some pictures. But
The Vinegar Syndrome sale's coming out.
what was
Donate to me.
what was I gonna say? I used to play it on my Apple IIc. I actually still have my old Apple IIc version, box and everything. I cherish it. And the actually floppy disk. And then I got it again on the Amiga. They actually put out a collection called The Lost Treasures of Infocom, and it had about 15 or so of their text adventures in it. They did 2 volumes.
That's cool.
Sadly, the second volume only came out on PC, so I never got it. But the Amiga version. And there were slight differences, too, between the PC and Amiga versions. Like the Amiga version of... Okay, there's one called The Lurking Horror, which takes place on a university campus. And it's a university campus that may have unlocked the eldritch horrors of Lovecraft accidentally. And
Whee! That's always fun. A light romp.
It was really good, but the Amiga version, and I think this is only the Amiga version, there are certain points in the game where you'd be getting to kind of a scary part, and it would start playing sounds. So you're like, you would type in action, and it's like you see something that, you hear some weird chanting, and as you go down the corridor, it gets slightly louder, and the sound would get louder. And, so it'd have, like, just at key sort of tense moments, it would have these sounds that would play. And I don't think any of the other releases had that. I think it was only the Amiga version. But it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it.
Mike lives here.
He does.
Okay,
I
you're
just
right.
noticed that. Thank you for pointing that out. I did not notice that. I lied.
I just noticed.
John Mike has paid his rent. He officially lives here. Welcome. Pull up a chair.
Stoudman, can I possibly convince you to partake in the Vinegar Syndrome sale?
That depends on
Okay.
whether or not I get a government check.
Oh, and thank you
Yeah,
also,
that's
JL,
for
for
it.
paying your rent.
And also make sure you can pay your rent, obviously.
Yes. Well, it might be a little delayed because the president needs to sign it personally for you first. This is
He
another
needs
reason.
to let me know that he's the reason that I'm getting this check. His graciousness is
this
what has
is,
made it possible.
And you better
Man,
show
Russian
some
politicians
gratitude,
suck.
or
No offense to Russians in the audience, but your politicians suck. Why did you put one in our office?
You know.
I don't.
God, I
don't
was
want
going to
'em.
say another argument in favor of direct deposit. Thank you, Wolfden and Duncan Large. Not Wolfden. Don't thank Wolfden. Hello, Wolfden. I misread that. It was worm disease.
Thank you for coming, though.
Thank you, worm disease and Duncan
Don't
Large.
think that.
I'm tired and I'm stupid. Hello, Wolfden. We love you.
Well, one of those things is definitely true.
Yes. Or hello, Wolfden. We acknowledge your existence.
Welcome for joining us.
Welcome
Wolfden.
for joining us. Yes.
Welcome for joining us.
What the hell?
Welcome to die.
You came in when we're at our most tired. We've been going for almost 4 hours, so this is a pretty
it's been a long episode.
good length show. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to cover this week, and as always, a lot of random tangents and rambling, and stuff. So
Yeah.
and there's no alcohol involved. I know.
You don't need no
Things
fucking
and
alcohol.
stuff.
I'm stoned out of my fucking mind, but yeah.
I had a lot of pasta tonight. That's my story.
I'm sticking to it.
I made another baked pasta. We just used spaghetti this time rather than tortiglione. But basically, I had some spaghetti sauce that I made a while back for spaghetti. And I had some spaghetti. And I thought, I have cheese. I could make a baked spaghetti. So it'd be like the baked tortiglione, but spaghetti. And so that's what I did. So I just put all the sauce in there, all the spaghetti I had left, and then about, I don't know,
Pasta drunk.
300 grams of cheese. Freshly grated cheese. And put it all on top, put it in the oven, baked it for about 20 minutes till it was nice and golden on top. And then there you go.
Carb drunk.
So it's like, it's kind of like,
There you go.
it's like a lasagna. So it's basically like a lasagna. Like a simple lasagna.
Lasagna now.
You what?
I want lasagna now.
It's good. And it really makes a difference using that fresh cheese too, by the way. Like when you grate it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And also I noticed, I don't know why it took so long for me to notice, but you get the pre-grated cheese, you get about half as much as you get for the same amount you would pay for a block of cheese. So like you get a bag.
Never get the pre-grade.
You get a pre-grated cheese. It's about 320 grams.
You only get it in a pinch when there's only something left because everyone fucking bought the other shit.
And here in Canada, there are exorbitant cheese prices. So you get a 320 gram bag of grated cheese. Regular price is about $8. Okay. You get a block of cheese, and it's about 600 grams, and you can get it on sale for $8. So, like, literally double the amount of cheese. All you gotta do is grate it your own damn self. And it actually tastes better, because it's fresher, and doesn't have that coating on it to keep it from drying out. So yeah, and it melts better. Melts way nicer.
Holy crap, it's 1 in the morning.
Creamy.
Okay.
It's good.
That makes sense.
So, yeah. Block of cheese for the win. So I don't think I'm ever going to buy grated cheese again, honestly. I've just fallen in love with grating my own and saving money. I'm getting way more cheese. Way more. I've had so much. I've had so much cheese in my fridge in the past while. You know why? Because I stopped buying that fucking pre-grated shit. That's why.
I try and tell you.
Another thing about the pre-graded shit,
Yeah.
by the way, is that a lot of it, I do mean a lot of it, has that fucking powder put on it.
That's what I was talking about.
Basically Sawdust.
Sticks together, that's why.
Yeah. Otherwise, it sticks together. Because when you grate it yourself, you notice it's very sticky. But also, because it's very sticky and doesn't have that sawdust-like coating on it, it melts so heavenly.
And it literally tastes better and doesn't make your mouth dry. From
It really does. Yeah. Grated, not graded. When you grate cheese on a cheese grater.
The one thing I hate
when you grade cheese,
there's some grade A cheese.
I hate having to clean the grater. That's the thing I hate the most. Ugh.
Yes.
And then like you get in there and dig out the fucking random little like.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a technique to that. You just kind of you brush your fingers along the bottom of it, and then get all bits, and then there's a few little bits you got to pick out, but otherwise,
That's the part I hate.
yeah,
Like,
he's gotta.
the stragglers.
But yeah, so what's graded? What's pre-grated cheese?
It's cheese that's been grated before it was meant to be grated.
That's right. Premium
It's pre-graded.
graded cheese.
I only eat A+ or better cheese.
A+.
Triple gold, baby.
That's right.
Like it's got like fucking power supply ratings.
Oh, there you go. Duncan says, I just give my grater a nice slap, and the stragglers usually just drop off.
Lucky
The
you.
dangly bits.
So good for you. No one's
Get
gonna afford
a
that.
get a
Grater.
hanger on.
I
Oh,
got
fuck
cheese right
you.
here.
Those are
I got
so
cheese right here.
goddamn expensive here.
So good. They're expensive here, but
I love Baby Bell.
I got me
Baby Bells are
a
great.
giant bag of them.
the problem is I'd eat that whole bag in one sitting.
Yeah, that's true. They are.
Rather
They're
just get a
so
block of
good.
cheese, eat slices off it.
Oh, I know. I
I do all the
love.
time.
I love those, and then you just like make the wax into a big ball of wax and just roll it around. It's so satisfying, and it's like squishy and
Mhm.
I love it.
Oh, there's Krillin. Missed all of us and I.
What? Krillin? No, he's not here.
Oh, he's not here. Damn it, JL.
Where the fuck are you, Krillatin? You haven't been to these streams in like a week. I keep seeing you in Discord, so I know you're alive.
Exactly. He
Yeah,
just earlier tonight, I should say, right after we went live, Prolatin posted something in shitpost, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay, is he in the chat? No. He's just
Where the fuck
in
is
Discord.
he? I
Fuck
think
Krillin.
What the fuck, Prolatin?
he's obviously gone off to one of those streams with 100 billion viewers a second, and like,
Also a pretty girl streams. That's all.
oh, the pretty girl streams, yeah.
Listen, Sean, you're just not pretty enough of a girl, okay?
Well, and I just did my hair and everything. Like, I'm offended.
Bro, be better ethought.
Yeah. I have to be a better thought. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I can only be so sexy. I don't want to break the internet. Oh. Okay. See, now that's comic timing, JL. Yeah. If you missed it, I said I can only be so sexy, and JL played the fail sound immediately after I said it.
I just saw that.
I saw the pop up and I just nodded like, "Yep, that was good." I'm very high. The reaction's gonna be weird.
That's okay. Let's hack Kralatin's PC and force all Twitch streams he watches to be this one. Only this one. Yep.
That's his next job, DL. Get on it.
I think he came in to one of my reruns the other day, and he started talking to the rerun, but then he realized it was a rerun and left.
Rip.
The ones I like are ones that come in and just start talking to the rerun, and they're getting all offended because I'm not responding to their questions.
Why aren't you responding to me?
It's like, why don't you ever talk to the chat? It's like, I did that day to that chat. I love how clueless people are that it's a rerun.
Yeah.
You suck. He's over there.
You're correct,
I'll see comments saying, like, he's hiding over there. Oh, okay. Like, no idea what he was watching at the time, but apparently he was hiding over there. Okay.
Yeah, it tells you the
Thanks.
title that it's a rerun.
He's over there.
It does. It says right at the top. You can hover your pointer over it. It'll say rerun. It'll tell you the title of the video that's being rerun.
It's not like all those Valorant quote-unquote 24-hour streams where they're rebroadcasting by playing the file in their broadcasting software and not letting you know it's a rerun. Those fucking cheaty.
Oh wow, really?
Yep.
Oh God.
They're farming views
Oh,
for the drops.
Wow.
that's great.
It's pretty gross.
That's kind of sleazy.
Wait a minute, what's
sleazy?
this? Twitch streams of Valorant?
So, when you are a big enough streamer, you get the ability to have drops in your channel, which will increase your viewership because people come to your channel. When people watch the channel, they have the chance of winning the key to play the game, right?
Oh, okay.
And so, these entrepreneuring, cheating fuckholes have set their channels on 24-hour stream by taking the file and adding it as a source. So they did one stream, and they take the file, add it as a source on their fucking on their thing, so it plays the video file on their stream.
Oh,
like
I see what you're
live,
talking
but
about.
not.
So they have like literally a 24-hour video file that they're playing through
Saying
Streamlabs
8 hours or
something.
7-hour stream that they did.
So they're just playing it over and over and over again. So Twitch sees it as a stream that's just going forever.
Yes.
But it's just the same video being looped over. That is so...
Correct. That's why they're cheating whores.
That's stupid. And they're doing
I'm
that just to
sure
get free
Twitch is
stuff.
gonna fucking ban that shit.
Nope. Twitch don't care. It's money the same to them.
Yeah.
Viewers are viewers.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah,
Might
it's
be the
well,
next thing they
I was
ban.
playing- I was on one channel just I was like, I was like, what the hell? I already have a Valorant key, but
Yeah.
there's ads rolling out every 8 minutes or some shit. One channel, I was like, wow, these poor sad fucks having to sit through all these ads.
What? Ads rolling every 8 minutes?
They're a partner.
So you can set what? You can set auto ad rolls or something?
I think it's a macro that you can set up on their
Oh,
computer. You
weird.
can hit the ad button. But it was like, are you fucking like
Gonna
8
do
minutes?
it.
It was like it's very short. It was
Yeah.
it was ridiculous.
Gonna do it. Don't make me do it.
Shut up, Stab.
Gonna pop it. Gonna pop it. Ooh.
That was so
Just
weak.
as-
That
just
was
as
kind
weak
of
as you.
anticlimactic. I've had much better pops and stuff that I've popped when I pop things.
Eh.
Wow, that was great. And greetings, Grad 313 V2. We're actually just about to go off the air. We've been going for almost 4 hours, and I think we're done.
Yep.
We're just kind of being random and stupid now because we're tired, and
Try
we
one
just
more.
love doing this so much. We just never know how to end it.
It's basically the post show at this point.
It's basically the post
Damn
show,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
you got ripped off, man.
And
Worst
you are the
balloon
worst.
packing ever.
Got a lot of these. Hold on.
Stoudman, have you
Hold on.
like ever done this? in your life?
Wait, no. Hold on.
That's better. Yeah.
No. You're doing it wrong. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You were trying to
doing it way
pop it
wrong.
from the middle. What you gotta do is hold it from one end and try to pop it out the other end.
So
you hold it up, hold it up.
Smash
Yeah,
it very
yeah,
violently
like
on the
that. And you like build it up.
board. Yeah.
There you go. See?
There you go.
That's how you do it.
That's how you come
There you
right.
go. That's how you
Build
pop
it
your
up,
rocks.
bottom
I
up,
mean,
You
yeah.
know.
I love
Now
the
that
fart noise it makes.
I was
when
gonna say
you-
that's
I
when I
know,
start
sure.
noise.
Now,
Actually.
now, see if you do that with two hands,
That's what she
you
said.
should be able to get good pressure. Yeah, there you go. See,
Yeah.
that's better.
better.
Yeah,
It's only the door.
I speak from experience. I've
Stop making
popped,
so much fucking noise.
I've
You're like,
popped
what
a
the
lot
fuck?
of those. Yes, I get a lot of things with those in them, and they're fun to pop.
And
Some,
I have
some of them are really
a
loud
whole
too.
lot more too.
Oh my god.
I
Well,
can do-
that's where we end the show. Okay. Alrighty. Well, thanks for joining us for another week of madness and whatever else you want to call this thing that we do every week. And thanks to everyone who dropped all the bits and the subs and the hype train and the gift subs and the soundboards and the donos and just all the things. Thank you.
All the stuff.
All of the stuff and the things and the what's its and the who's its.
Every the stuff.
Every the stuff that was done.
Exactly. And all the stuff that was there did.
Yes. So good night, everybody. I'm not going to stream after this. I'm too tired. I'm probably just going to... Maybe I'll finally watch Star Wars. Or, more likely, more Hell's Kitchen. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Until then, we'll be doing something tomorrow. I'm probably just going to try to be productive again. Anyway, have yourselves a good day or night. And we'll see you next time. Till then, thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. And sayonara.
Stray strafe.
Stay safe, everybody. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay safe.